The full intro again.
There it is. There it is. It's weird. Is this is the chat on screen like synced up to Twitch and not like it's weird. Like I'm looking at the onboard chat that's on there, but it's not matching the same one that I'm seeing here on Streamlabs. It's odd. It's odd.
Weird.
Okay. Well, no, there it is. There it is. Okay. Now it's caught up. All right, hello and welcome. We're finally back after some crap that happened last week that made me have to cancel the stream literally last second. It's okay. Ash wouldn't have been able to make it anyway. He was completely without power. So
yeah, I was ready, but nothing happened anyway. So there's nothing really to talk about. So I was like, okay, it's good. We might as well not do the stream. Nothing happened. Nothing major.
Sure. Yeah, nothing happened. Not like the thumbnail that I put up this week is not the exact same thumbnail that I made last week.
I saw. I was like, hey.
That's literally the exact same thumbnail I made last week, ready to go, and then some crap happened at work, and then I had to bail the stream. So that's what pretty much I left a quick message on YouTube explaining the situation. This is the problem with being a district manager at a job is you're reliant on your employees getting their jobs done on time. And when I checked up on some of my employees, they were like, I finished all my work. All right, cool. Let's sync it up and see. And no, you didn't. Dude, it's got to be done in like 3 hours if we adjust for the time zone difference between me and you. And they were like, all right, I'll try and get it done, but it's going to be impossible. And I literally hit the road to try and do their job for them. Got caught in a storm, pitch black darkness, middle of the woods, ended up getting to a point where there was a fallen tree, had to U-turn back. Essentially, it was a wasted trip. And then the following day, I told them, it's like, well, can you get it done by noon the following day? They're like, sure. Then they hit me up like 30 minutes before noon, and they're like, I can't do it. I'm out of gas. Can I borrow $30? And I'm like,
Jesus,
you're literally asking your boss to borrow money so you can do your job. No. So I literally spent like 6 hours on the road doing someone else's job for them on that Saturday. So that's how I spent that time, and then trying to make sure that none of this continues on for this week. So luckily we're good on that. However, the big setback this week was besides some work stuff, was Prime Day deals. Had to spend some money.
Your Prime Day deals were good. Mine was shit in Australia. It was just like books and stuff.
Oh no, I bought one thing and one thing only. The 4K Criterion of Godzilla vs. Biollante, the best Godzilla film ever made. That's the only Amazon Prime Day purchase I made.
I spent about $1,000 probably in terms of everything that I bought, because I got a whole new desk, got some new components for my PC, got a NVMe drive that I replaced as my C drive. That took forever to do some cloning and all that stuff. I had to get a heatsink for that. Got a new graphics card, so now I'm running 4 monitors out. The thing is, during Sunday stream, I had some hiccups, and that's on me because I forgot to update my BIOS for the new graphics card information.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Yeah, so I literally
a
had
lot
to
of people know to
update.
do that though.
Yeah. So that's the reason why it crashed, was literally because I didn't update the BIOS on my motherboard for the new graphics card. So I did that. Haven't had a blue screen of death since. We'll see. The PC is kind of running. I'm saying kind of running high. It's only because now I'm running 4 monitors set up. So my TV, and then I got a new monitor set up there. So I'm running a lot of screens now. Got a full-on battle station going on over here. Then I got. Then I felt bad about spending money on myself, so I bought my wife a new PC as well. So there was another $500. So that was money spent and getting all that set up. With that being said, now I just gotta get the Gozyuger video caught up. There was things already filmed for it. Pretty much all the bits were already filmed and edited. Now I just have to insert myself into the things. Hopefully that's all tomorrow. Got delayed by Donkey Kong last night. Needed some escapism. That Donkey Kong be nice.
Oh crap! I lied. I did buy more stuff.
Oh, is it arriving today? Is it out for delivery?
No, and I already got the stuff. It was the super. I bought like so all the Shout Factory like Super Sentai DVDs. I never got any. Like I had Zoo Ranger and like Car Ranger. I never got any other ones. So I finally like caved in and got like Die Ranger and Time Ranger. Like so, I just all of them were on sale. So I was like, all of them need them.
Nice.
Because I like to support official releases from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, go watch Superman in theaters.
Yeah, I did. I saw it on the Prime, and then I saw it again, and then
Yes.
I saw it on the website.
I'll probably, if I get a chance to just go out on myself, catch it in 3D. Like, I cannot recommend Superman enough, y'all. If y'all haven't seen Superman, don't sleep on Superman.
No, it's so
You know,
good.
for some people, the very beginning, like for some people, the first viewing is not that great because they have to disassociate themselves with what's come before. So it's a much easier watch the second time because you've already like know what you're in for, but it makes the ride much better. Even though I loved it the first time.
I've enjoyed seeing the pissing.
I was skeptical because James Gunn. I didn't, and like honestly, I've been public about this. Guy Gardner, hate him. Worst Green Lantern, worst DC character ever. My opinion has not changed. Still the worst. Hate him even more now. Nathan Fillion did a good job. Still hate him. Still the worst character though. Everything else about it, I was like shocked. I was like, all right, this wasn't a like jumbled like mess that I thought it was going to be, because I was like, too many moving parts, too many characters. How can he handle an isolated superhero? Like one superhero is like the key. Like he could do Guardians, he could do Suicide Squad, but this I was genuinely surprised because like, all right, you know what? I'm not as nervous about this James Gunn DCU. But fuck
yeah, no, and I know that the concern that you had was that it would be too much of an ensemble film, and I was telling a lot of folks, it's like the Justice Gang doesn't even arrive until 45 minutes into the film. Like you get a lot of Superman before they get introduced, and even then, they don't overstay their welcome. They're there for what they need to, except for Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific's great, but then again, I've always been a fan. He was done so well in every iteration they've done. Like CW even did it right, and this and that. So I was like, okay, and I like that actor because he was also in X-Men First Class, R.I.P. So I was genuinely like, hey, this is good, and like they were definitely a supporting cast. Like it wasn't like they were in there too much. I mean, Guy Gardner was in there too much, but like that's because he was in the movie like at all. But it was really good. I kind of want them fast tracking a sequel because I don't want it to be so spread out where it's like, all right, no more Superman until like 4 or 5 more years.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a thing that I'm not going to enjoy too much, especially since if they are doing like one DC film a year, then it's going to take a while before we go round robin back to Superman.
Yeah, but I also don't want it to be like Marvel where we got 3 or 4 a year and side TV shows, because Wes getting Warner Brothers shows that are also tying in. I'm like, I hope it's not going to be too much, because a lot of people stopped caring about Marvel because of that.
Yeah, no, there was too much going on in terms of that, but it's like we got Supergirl coming out next year. It looks like Wonder Woman's the next thing that they're going to be eyeing to work on, while they still are trying to figure out what they're going to do with Batman.
What are you talking about, Jam Cal? Like, dude, the CW, like his suit design was so good. Like,
well, suit design, really it's.
Oh no, we're not talking here. I'm talking suit design. Listen. Everything like towards the last 3 or 4 years of the CW universe was just rough. Except for Diggle with the box that glowed green when he opened it, and nothing came from that.
Yes, even though they changed his whole story by introducing us to his stepfather, and his stepfather having the last name Stewart, making Diggle technically John Stewart. So
also, Lanterns has Wrapped, by the way, and it is focusing on John Stewart. Hal's going to be there, and apparently it was confirmed Guy Gardner is going to be in that as well. Can't escape that, man.
But yes, Ash hasn't seen Superman, so we're not trying to dive too much into the spoilers when it comes to anything like that. But it's just a film that I would highly recommend. I definitely sure about it more than Fantastic Four. So
I was going to say, but sure, if I keep scrolling on TikTok, I'll see all of Superman in no time.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying the pissing matches I keep seeing of people online between Snyder Bros and gun fans. It's always fun to read.
Yeah, so you guys know me. When have I ever said anything that would come across that I'm in the Snyder fan camp? Because my concerns for this film before it came out, I thought were justified, but apparently, like, I started getting Snyder people on my side. And then I started getting James Gunn people mad at me. And I'm like, guys, I have a whole PSA in my podcast that was like 5 minutes long explaining how, like, no, I don't even like Snyder. Like, whatever that weird Star Wars knockoff slow motion 5-hour movie that was on Netflix was bomb. Sucker Punch was trash. I was like, no, he can use source material, but like, can he write? No. Like, I was like, I am not, like, the crash out between those two sides of the fandoms have been really great, because it's been like, everyone's like, oh, well, Netflix should buy the rights and let us do the Snyderverse. I'm like, that's not how it works. The Netflix can't buy the rights to DC. Like, that's not how it works.
And on this front, like, I'll admit, I was a person that was a fan of Man of Steel. I enjoyed it when it first came out. I also saw it multiple times. Loved the film. Got that shit on Steelbook when it came out. All that stuff. I even enjoyed Snyder's Watchmen. Like, I enjoyed that. Got that, especially when that came out in Blu-ray. His interpretation of Superman is a complete 180 from Gunn's interpretation of Superman, and both are fine. There is a seat at the table for both of them. I love them both for what they were trying to do, but I can judge them both for what they were trying to do. It's like when I'm reviewing a show, I'm doing it based off of the assignment that is shown to me in the very beginning of said thing. So I know what I'm supposed to be associating with these things.
Yeah.
And can take them for their own value. So that's the thing. It's like both can exist. Both are great in their own ways. Both have some flaws in their own ways. So.
Yeah, it took me a while to get into the fact that, like, James Gunn Superman was like from a color correction standpoint, like, they had the lights on. It was outside during the day. There was sunshine in it, and I was like, okay.
But it was a world that it's one of the few times that I've come out of a cinematic world that I'm like, I want to go back to it. Like, as soon as the movie was done, it's rare that I ever have the moment of, I got to go back, plug me back in. That was peak escapism. Like, go. So.
Yes,
all right.
Starlinks. It was Rebel Moon. Those movies, I didn't watch the second one. I watched like half the first one. There was so much unintentional slow motion. And then, like, he's like, oh no, this is the Snyder cut version of it. And I'm like, it's longer. And then he released like the second version is like, oh, now we have a Snyder, like, an extra version. I'm like, why?
I mean, I watched the Army of the Dead, which is like the Snyder zombie film, which is like 150 minutes. That was fun. I think I watched it in a Discord and Daddy's just caught and I fell asleep because it was that long.
Yeah, it was a fun movie because he did the Dawn. Like he's done.
I love Dawn of the Dead. I love the 2000 Dawn of the Dead. It got me into Disturbed.
Yes, and it was probably one of the better remakes of a horror film ever made. Wow, that was okay.
All right, so let's get to talking some Toku. We've been into it for like 15 minutes. Talking some other stuff. But, I mean, technically, a lot of the stuff that happens in the cinematic universe would be Toku adjacent in a way.
There's a kaiju in it. There's a kaiju in it.
There is a kaiju. It is a completely CG, but, you know.
All right, listen, we do not need to go the route of this whole Godzilla talk again, okay, with the whole...
Edison Kelly sent a comment directed at Ash. So I have no idea who that is, but apparently someone reacted to one of your videos.
Yeah. What the fuck is Billy Bob Taylor? I'm looking this up now while we talk Toku.
Okay.
Billy Bob Taylor? Who the fuck is Billy Bob? I have to look this up. I don't want to derail because big news dropped on our week off. But who the fuck is Billy Bob Taylor? Billy Bob Taney from the Freak Show universe?
No idea. Like, I just pulled up no idea who that is.
Yeah.
So while you look at that, did you check out that what is it called? That new Chinese Toku from freaking
Yes. We yes, but Batar, I streamed it on Sunday night stream. Just because I was curious because they had dropped on the sites, but it's available on YouTube. Like it drops on YouTube.
Yeah,
with the subs. Now. I was a little concerned with it, just because it runs the same length as Armor Hero Star Rays, so it's only like 12-minute episodes.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it was going to be like very directionless in terms of what was going on and things like that. But I heavily enjoyed it for what we got. It was densely packed. Even though there is a lot going on in a short period of time, but
I looked it up. Apparently, it's that length because it's a brand new studio.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to kind of like this. It's not going to be a really long series. It's kind of like a test run, and they wanted to get picked up to get like a movie and like a full-length actual series. So I think
they got Koichi Sakamoto to direct it, so clearly they had enough money to.
I know, well, they had enough money for that, but from an airing standpoint, they need to prove, that they have the companies to back them. And I thought it was entertaining. So like, fidget spinner. I was like, I'm actually shocked that wasn't picked up on sooner when they were like in the peak.
At first I saw it like a Beyblade, and then when I saw the opening, the lady that puts it on her leg and she does the thing, and it's just like, ooh.
Listen, I was like, we have a new person who's going to be in one of the Toku Award categories. I was like, first ballot nominee right there.
I will say, when it comes to like the suit design of it, it is a very busy suit design. Like, it's kind of all over the place with it. Let me see if I can get a.
There was, I'm trying to think. It reminded me. It's gonna like annoy me. The helmet design and like just the side profile when they're standing reminded me of that one Mega Evolution Digimon, and I always forget the name of it.
Hold on, I can share the image. Let me. This monitor.
Where is it? Yeah,
so this is the suit design for Batar. Which is, like I said, it's a very busy design. Not to say that I don't like it. It's a lot of colors. You got your blues, your yellows, you got your reds, the whites.
The forms look good.
There's a lot going on.
Wait, China made that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That could pass for like a real Toku.
I mean, it is technically a real Toku, but it's just out of China.
I mean, like an actual Kamen Rider. Sorry.
Yeah, because even the belt design, I'm like, this is
doing it though.
This is some complex like belt design shit going on here.
I mean, it's Koichi Sakamoto. I mean, it makes sense that it's like gonna be that.
But at least, but that's just the directing. But that's the directing standpoint. From the creative standpoint, that's a completely different staff.
I'm sure he had some input. I mean,
they probably told him it's just like you're gonna make something that when it falls on the ground is not gonna break apart into a million pieces, probably. So,
but it's a hybrid of a lot of like drivers out of work, you know. So it's like it's like if you get a whole bunch of like Soto Kamen Rider stuff, you do a kit bash, and it's like, oh no, it works. Like, but I thought it was fun. I was actually really looking forward to more episodes. I got a video. I have everything recorded. I just got to edit everything. So I was like, I like this. This is neat.
Yeah, I know the concept's neat. I really want to know more about this world. I just wish that the episodes weren't, 12 minutes long, so I could actually like fully, get to what is going on like in a digestible way and not be like, shit, that it's over already.
Yeah, and also I think like it was entertaining from the standpoint of like how the humor was working when he's like, you got to say stuff. He's like, hey Siri. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Like
no. But yeah, no.
Dustimon. It's another one. It's gonna bother me.
That was a fun one. So we got to keep checking it out. See how it proceeds from there. I know, like on the streams, we were watching the Mighty Guardian, the Vietnamese toku, but they stopped producing the good subs for it and have been reliant on the AI generated auto translate ones for episode 7 and 8, which are the last two. So I've been waiting to see if hopefully they come out with some good stuff, but they haven't yet. So all right. So we want to talk some Omega. I mean, I haven't seen the episode that just finished airing because I was taking a nap.
I haven't either. I forgot the show started. Honestly,
I want to watch the first episode because I want to watch it dubbed. But
yeah, so that's one thing that I found very weird about Ultraman Omega was like for the last two shows, like Blazar and Arc, we've been getting the simulcast dub, and I was so confused when their English channel was just putting up previews and that was it. I was like, what's going on with the dub?
I went straight to the YouTube page. I was like, what? Where is it? Where is it?
So I don't know the general specifics on why they're taking so long with it. I don't know if they're waiting until after the show's done and then they'll release the dub. But at that point, then I've lost interest. Like if the show's already over, I don't want to rewatch it with the dub.
I wonder if it has to do with Blazar in the snap because they released the Blu-ray for it with the English dub and the movie and everything. But it's like, except for the movie, everything was on YouTube already. So it's kind of like one of those things. Like if it's already on YouTube but it's not taken down, why spend the money? Like diehard fans and collectors are gonna get it, but it's one of those things. Like it's the same thing with like Shout Factory and this and that, where they're like, oh, we're gonna stream 01 for a marathon for like 2 days, the same day the Blu-ray comes out. It's like, well, why are you gonna put it on demand and like free, and then be like, hey, buy it for $54?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's from a localization standpoint, it's just like the dub should really, be there for the Western audience. Like, why are you waiting until, let's say they are waiting until like a Blu-ray release? I don't know if there's going to be any excitement for like, man, I got to buy it just for the dub.
Yeah.
No, but even with Arc, they did things like they digitally like English translated like the screens and the TVs and stuff like that, like on their English release.
Mm-hmm.
So no idea what's going on with the dub release here for Omega. Maybe it's sort of like maybe like a Crunchyroll dub where some of them are like 4 weeks behind. I'm not entirely sure, but it was weird that they weren't there right away. And I tried looking up the situation and like went to Reddit, went to Twitter, went to wherever. I could not find a good answer enough to feel like, where is the dub? Why is the dub taking so long?
Which is weird because they normally like film these shows well ahead before they release it. Like Ultraman's not built like the Toei shows. They normally have these shows done and ready like almost a year before they go out, just to make sure that all the effects are good and things like that.
Yep.
And I mean, given that when they had the press conference, they announced a dub cast.
Yeah.
So it's weird. Like, why would you do that during the press conference and then the show comes out and we're like,
where's the dub?
Where they at though?
I know
What's going on?
they have something planned for Comic-Con, so we'll probably have some more information on that.
But by then, like, it'll be too late if they're like episodes behind when they
it's like 4 days from now.
Yeah, but even then, let's say if they're like a month behind in terms of the dub release, I bet the dub release is going to have even less views on it than the simulcast ones for Arc and Blazar did compared to their,
almost like
Japanese audio. No one's really going to catch it. But overall, like, I would say that the first episode was fun. It got me very intrigued. Second episode also continued on with it. I'm fine with the Amnesiac story for the time being that we're getting, but the suit design is great. The changer is great. The slugger that he uses to transform is nice. I got to pick it up, but I'm gonna wait to see if they announce a memorial or a ultra replica or something on that thing because it looks good.
It probably will.
Yeah, I need still a way to get Ultraman changers. You got to get the replicas or the memorials because I have one DX one and I wish I never got it. But I have the memorial, 2 different memorial beta capsule ones. But I have the orb one, the DX for Ultraman orb, and I was like, it's cool, but I was like, it's so tiny. It's the same size as like the mini version of the Matrix of Leadership from Transformers.
All right, so let's move on to some Gozyuger stuff before we get to the big thing.
Peak.
Yeah, and that's because we did get a new toy that shows a upgrade that got to get some opinions on it because we got Gozyuger Wolf Wild with a new blaster.
Yep. It's cool.
Yeah.
I will not be buying it because it's
tiny
DX weapon. Yeah.
Yes.
I will get the candy. I will get the candy toy one for that because I have all the other ones and I finally got the Yudo. So I was like, I'll get the candy toy one.
Yeah, the toy line for this has me not invested until they announce some memorials or something like that for this. Real hindrance having the mecha being the changer, and then obviously the changer being obviously fit for children's sizes. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I would like my robot with some articulation, and this is the stiffest board that we've gotten, and I thought the Boom Boomger toy line was stiff. And then we got this. I mean, it's got lights and sounds, but when you look at it from the side profile, it ain't that great. But I mean, the big thing is obviously the Gozyuger Wolf in itself. So gone is the black accents that we have now. That's strictly on the visor, and we go straight to just red and gold. Red and gold.
Yep. I kind of wish this was like his regular original base color because like it's really good. I like it.
I like it. The circle piece throws me off a little bit because it's a big plasticky thing in there, but I'm sure that will have shine when it's actually on the TV show.
Yeah.
I will say that this is actually a step in the right direction in terms of like the gold design that we've gotten because like we got gold on Momotaro and I was just like, that just looks weird on you. And then, we got Kawagata Oger with his king, and it was just gold. It was just straight gold. It's just like, goodbye, red. Like, you're just the Gold Ranger now. Boom Boomger had some fucking jackets and a squirt gun. well, here, we got...
What about 911? Whatever it was.
Yeah, like you say, we got a squirt gun.
119.
119.
Yeah, remember when
that was such a good form too, and
it then got replaced with jackets.
Yeah.
Yep.
The jackets were stronger. jackets could channel that ability.
Ghost Tab, I saw your comment about the metal build. Other than there's no real details on it, or else I would send Zio the link because it looks insane for 0-1 fans and non-0-1 fans.
No, but I really like the look of the suit. Definitely reminds me of like Ava Ranger when they just had the, when they would charge up and they had the little fins coming out. Like it's just a more aggressive version of that with the color scheming, just hitting much nicer. Then of course that's got to go on to the Tega sword, which I'm just like, I bet it'll look great in the show. It looks like crap, now.
Yeah.
Very good login like with how it looks.
Yeah, so it's Tega sword Akatsuki. So we got the Google translated scans here saying what it does. So it'll combine with the Orca Blaster 50/50. So we got more lights and sounds and things like that.
Yeah. It looks. My issue with the toys is they don't like the candy toys are very posable, but I feel like the DX ones aren't because of
they are not posable.
It's also the changer.
This is literally just gonna fold down and slap on, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you got yourself a paperweight. That's not even that weighty.
Yeah, it's. I'm just like.
Like I like the gun. It gives me vibes of like Zuo Whale when they had that mid-season upgrade for Zyuohger. Except now it's just Norca.
I like the ring on it. The ring looks nice.
Looks like
I'm super shocked I haven't bought any of the rings. I deserve a medal for how well I have composed myself with the Toku merch this season.
I bought SG1 and SG2, but they haven't released SG3, so they wanted you to buy them in like the 2-packs. So I was like, no, I want a big pack.
I'm like, why hasn't someone just made a 3D print file for these rings? Because I can I got sticker paper. I can just print out the fucking designs.
I do want the Gozyuger polar versions because I like that blue on them. It looks really good.
And the art design looks sick on them.
Yeah. But I'm avoiding them, even though.
Yeah, I want to.
I'm not even caught up on the show. I tried to get caught up. I'm at I think episode 21 just came out this past weekend. I think I'm on episode 16. So I did catch up. I just too much stuff.
16. So that's just Gozu Polar's debut is 16.
Yeah, I know. That's all I got.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, you've got a bit on it.
That jacket, that long coat is so nice. Like I kind of want to get it.
Think someone put it up for $3,000?
You mean Tyler?
Listen, I want if I do it, I want to be the first ballot inductee into the Toku Hall of Fame. Do you know I could do Toku Hall of Fame? I'll write my speech.
You just officially retire. You don't have to enter anymore. Yeah. You've capped out.
You literally have one of my shirts hanging behind you. It's like, Mark's shirt jersey's up in the rafters.
Yeah, you just rock the Gozu Polar thing, and you'll just do the pose, like the number one pose, and that's it. Yeah. Stay there in the background.
Yeah, just at all times. I want a PNG in the corner of all the videos.
I'll get you. We'll get you like 3D scans, so we'll get a nice rotating motion of you just like doing it from all angles. So
that's because. Wait, is it only $3,000?
I know it's over $1,000. Yeah. No, it's well over $1,000.
Well, they don't have it on tokullectibles, so I gotta find it somewhere else.
Thing is, I was looking at. I was like, it seems possible to do. If I were to make it, I would make it like a red and gold variant, which what would fit with this Gozu Wolf Wild. I'm like, he should get a jacket that's like a variant of that. Would look nice.
I was surprised how fast they dropped it. Like not even a week. Like it was like right away. Pre-order the jacket.
That's
they knew people were going to ask about that jacket. That's a nice jacket. So
It is a very.
It's just a shame he doesn't rock it when he's transformed.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just instantly takes it off, but it's probably because the shoulder pads on the chest armor.
Because he can't handle all that drip in that jacket. Like that's probably one of like the most like got me. I was like, oh, I like that. That's also yes. I have. So have you really quick? Have you guys? I've seen like a decline in people talking about the show on social media. Like it kind of fell off. Gozyuger.
I've seen people talk about it. I think people. I don't know. I
can't say whether or not my review is going to be a one of those YouTube response videos to some people's videos on Gozyuger.
Yeah.
But it might be. It might be. I'm just saying. Because, something came across my feed on Sunday night stream, and then post-stream, we watched it, and then I was like, fuck, I gotta rewrite this whole fucking script.
Yeah.
I gotta rewrite this whole script.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a polarizing video with the debut of Gozu Polar?
Yes, I'm definitely gonna have a polarizing video. But then I was also checking out said video's comment sections with a lot of people also agreeing with the takes that they were having regarding the show. It does feel like some people are very tepid towards Gozyuger currently. I don't feel that way personally myself. People are entitled to their opinions regarding that, but of course, it's like I try playing, devil's advocate on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So
I'm used to it as a King Oger and Boonger enjoyer and someone who usually likes a majority of the stuff I watch that's not called Gotchard.
Weren't you a Gotchard apologist during the first 3 months of its airing, though?
What? Apologist?
Yes, you were.
I mean, we
have that slow burn like Blade.
I stopped watching at like episode 14 or 15.
Mark, we have your live stream.
Myself. Go ahead, pull up the clips because let me look at my own channel when I collectively gave up on that show because I've never given up on a commentary series before. That was the first time. Hold on, how do I got pop-ups? Gotchard. I don't even think I did the it's so bad in the drafts. I have one of the candy toy reviews. I didn't even put the review video live. I was that disappointed in the show. Let's see, the last episode I reviewed. No, that could be episode 4.
I mean, that's when I stopped watching and reviewing as well.
Yeah, episode 4, and then I did reaction to Legend, and then apparently I did a video called "Did Gotchard Finally Get Better?" And
I actually reviewed
at episode 15. Episode 15 was the last time I did a video about the show.
Oh fuck! I actually reviewed up to episode 4 for Gotchard as well.
See,
twinsies.
So what the fuck were you saying?
Talking about when we were doing these live streams.
Yeah, not you videos.
And how many times do I have to watch it?
Because remember, it's like during these live streams, we would be discussing Gotchard just to show that we were still indeed keeping up with it, just not talking about it in our channels.
I believe me and Ashcons were like, what happened?
Well, that happened behind. That happened after the beginning period. Like the beginning period, it's like you were claiming slow burn. You were comparing it to Blade, that it could end up being peak and all that stuff because
it could.
Yeah,
I'm always hopefully optimistic that a show will be good.
And I was not. The writing was like on the wall for me.
Listen, as someone who's older, I try and enjoy things. I try and be hopeful. It's not my fault. I should actually put this video live. When did I record this? Because that was for the final set. When did I put this up? It doesn't say a date because it's a draft.
You should just randomly drop.
And for chat asking, I mean, in terms of TokuTonics, all the TokuTonics are still up on the channel. None of them have been deleted. Now, if you're talking about any Twitch reactions, well, sadly, Twitch VODs only stay up for a couple of months before they go dead. So there's a lot of things that have been lost in the void of Twitch.
No way you're putting those on YouTube.
Nope,
Lose your
absolutely
channel
not.
real quick.
Yeah, considering that there is obviously that's hours of streams of watching the episodes in their entirety, bunch of copyrighted music for change that intros, and yeah, and the Gotchard by the end of it just became a nonstop rage fest, especially as the additional supplemental contents kept going on.
Oh no, Gotchard's base suit Starlux was so like I'm still on the promo video they did for that, the smoke and the black room, like
yeah, they only did that in the first
video.
episode.
Feels hype if you watch it.
Yeah, only the first episode of Gotchard utilized that, where he had the little pocket dimension and then never.
Yeah, that suit was still good. That suit was still good. I don't care what anyone says. That suit still one of my favorite Reiwa base forms. Like that's a good suit.
It is what it is.
But no,
let me see. Gozyuger definitely better than Boom Boomgers and Gotchard even. Well, I mean, Gotchard, once again, that's not a high bar to be better than. Boom Boomger was too vanilla, and then by the end, I feel that it kind of dropped the ball in terms of trying to rush out villain motivations for what they were doing literally in the last episode.
Yeah, it was still fun though. I still had a lot of fun watching Boom Boomer just because I liked a lot of the fighting and like when we had that whole rivalry earlier in the show with those one-on-one fights. But then it was just like a lot of stuff just thrown at you. But it was still, I still think it was fun. I still like the forms. I like the champion jackets are cool, and I like combining all of them with like the champion carry, and this and that's a fun robo.
So about that 6 Ranger though.
What's 6 Ranger?
Exactly. So it's like Boom Boom. Like once again, it's like I understood it was return to basics. I was fine with it in the very beginning. It was very refreshing, but then after a while, like the repressed memories of why I like kept finding the Sentai formula stale after so many years started chiming on in with its repetitive nature. Not to say I didn't have fun with the show. I definitely had like. People that were there watching the Twitch streams with me know that I had fun during several episodes, laughing and having a good time with several episodes. But then when you look at the actual context of what was going on within the show and the plot points that they were trying to resolve and things like that, the character beats, it kind of fell flat in a lot of those perspectives. Yeah. So,
yeah.
Also, Ghost Tab, how far behind are you? Mark talked about like Digimon at the start of the stream.
Oh no, because everyone's still, and I'm like looking it up, and I'm like, it's not Rotonite. I think it's like it's fan art of Silk, because I've been trying to find it this whole entire time of the suit design. It reminded me of this fan art for Sylphimon, like when they did the DNA Digivolution version. With like Gatomon and like whatever, like there's a fan art. Yeah, there's a fan art of that Sylphimon that looks very similar. It's like a very more tech helmet, but then the chest piece and everything is different. But the helmet is tech like that, but it's white with red. But it wasn't an official version of it. It was like a fan art, and I can't find it because that was like years ago when I was looking for PNG files of Digimon to use for when I was streaming Cyber Slew, and I was like, I can't. Then I was like, oh, that looks cool. So yeah, for those of you who keep saying Digimon stuff, every time you're saying it in chat, I'm literally copying, pasting into Google, and I'm like, nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. I just didn't want to audibly derail the conversations by just yelling it out.
Speaking of derailing, this centerpiece on Gozy Wolf, it looks like a dinner plate.
Yeah, I'm hoping that looks better in the show when it comes out.
Jam Cal's completely correct. It's Susanoo-mon does look like the new Tega sword, like form with that connected to it with like the big ring behind it. I was like, yeah, that's accurate depiction, especially in that photo in the back with the background one that's kind of faded.
I did see. I don't have the pictures for it on me right now, but that they are releasing another variation on Tega sword. That is a fully articulate action figure because it is just an action figure.
speaking of re-releasing more articulate, they are re-releasing the Danoni Taijin in a more articulate form of a DX version. Yeah, it's a celebration edition. It's less pieces can come apart for it to transform it, so it can be more posable and this and that. Because, like I said, that DX version, not posable. The candy toy version, though, you can have that thing doing splits, like ankle ball joints, everything on it. Like the biggest or even these ones are so posable. Well, this one's not as much because I have it in like the centaur form, but like they are night and day compared to like the DX like Tegasword.
Yes, I'm probably going to end up getting the action figure for Tegasword just because I do like the design of Tegasword. I just hate, the fact that the toy is a brick.
It was smart to do this action figure line for the Tegasword because the action, what do they call it? Like, I forgot the official name for the action hero line or whatever it is for the Sentai team. They're really popular because they're just normal action figures, and they were never, like, for collector's standpoint, we're never going to get full Sentai teams as SH Figure Arts anymore. We're always going to get red, maybe 6th, maybe a final form if you're lucky. So the action figure line that they've been doing is really cool, and I think it's smart for the Tegasword because now you don't have to go out and buy a DX version of it just so you can have it in Robo form. It's now just an action figure. I thought that was genius for Toei and Bandai to come up with that, but I don't know what's the price point on those. Are they even good? Let's see. Are they even good? Worth it? Like, actually, $50 for just each one.
Yeah, because even I've been looking on, say, like Amazon Japan, looking at some pricing, which, it looks good because it's Amazon Japan, but because now we've got, 25% tariffs on everything from Japan, the shipping costs.
Starting in August.
The shipping. Yeah, I guess it just goes
in August 1st.
It's just going up every day.
Yeah.
We don't know. We literally don't know.
No.
Essentially, they end up raising the price so much with the shipping that it ends up being more or less the same price of what is on tokullectible already. Because I was even looking at Sentai rings, and it's like, even though they're like the equivalent of like $8-9 for a 2-pack, the shipping's like an additional $18, and at that point I'm like, I might as well just pay the $25 for the tokullectibles one.
So I put a link in private, because the second link, I pre-ordered that. I don't even know what that board game is, but I like the box it comes in.
Oh, I've seen this. So
I had to get that, and then the toy announcement that Ghost have put in the stream chat about the, how Gundam does the metal builds. They're doing now a new version of metal build called Metal Build EX. So we're actually getting a metal build for 01. And then and then they're also doing one for Hatsune Miku, and then Sagittarius Seiya from Saint Seiya. So I may get that Saint Seiya in the 01 because
how the fuck does this board game work?
I don't even know. But that box though, like, that's gonna look good on display. I think it's like, I don't fucking know. I really don't. But I don't even know
is it color coordinating on like how many colors you have?
I don't know.
Because they all have like an outer border around them.
I know. I don't.
Oh no! I was supposed to show it on here on stream and be like,
yeah, but the box looks.
No,
metal build is in. So Starlix metal build is a line of gunpla kits where the pieces are metal. So you're basically building a model kit with a mixture of plastic and metal. For Gunpla, like the Red Astray was like $480, but it also weighed like 7 or 8 pounds after you built it. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but like, you can't tell me that doesn't look cool though. That box, like, and it comes with a ring.
I mean, it does come with a ring. The ring looks pretty nice. Yeah. I mean, the box is just it's your usual, like, let's just put every red on the box in their like stock footage, like photo that we've had for them.
Listen, worst case scenario, this will be my this will be my my regret of the year, my purchase regret, because right now I don't have any. I need one. We all get one.
I might have one, but I bought it because people were telling me how bad it was.
Oh no, what'd you buy?
The reignition morpher from Playmates.
Sure. I saw the display. I almost bought some stuff from it, but then I was like,
if you've heard the roar that the Tyrannosaurus makes, it's very interesting.
the toy.
The toy.
Wait, they make the toys actually make noise? I thought they were just shitty.
No. The morpher makes a noise.
I thought the Zords made noise because I hate that they're going the route of Voltron, where they're like the price point to build a whole entire Megazord ends up being like $100 because that's what it was like with Voltron when they were releasing them. But at least they were bigger and the boxes look cooler because Voltron is amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the thing that ended up dropping on, what was it, two Saturday nights ago? Just all
summer movie poster. That's what we're talking about. The summer movie.
Hell yes.
You mean Cell?
Yeah, basically.
Like you can't tell me if for the Gabu movie thumbnail that they put up this past weekend, when I saw it on my YouTube feed, I was just like, is that Cell? Is that Imperfect Cell? Are we about to get ourselves a live action like Dragon Ball made from Japan? And then I clicked on it and it was the Gabi trailer and it was just the way that new writer looked. But you can't tell me if you don't look at that thumbnail that it does not look like some sort of Toku Cell.
Is that the white? Is that the white form?
No, it's the one that looks like Blizzard Sorbet a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me look that up.
Yeah, like literally the thumbnail looks like that. And I was like, okay, well, that
sure, it's a thing.
But no, we got we've gotten two teases now on this, and it is Kamen Rider Zeztz has given us their teaser, and then their belt promo that gave us a little bit of a view of the protagonists themselves on what we got in there, and obviously with that we got a poster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And like, what are some of y'all's general thoughts when you saw the suit and all that?
I like it. It's very Ichigo, and yeah, I like it.
Sleek. It's like
this looks like a Western.
It's like a Western anime. Yeah, I was gonna say this is when they said it was gonna be in other countries like the U.S., Canada, like outside of Japan. I was like, this was the smartest design choice they could have went with because it's not overcomplicated. It's very sleek. It's going to be interesting to get used to the fact that like everyone's like, oh, he doesn't have a belt. I'm like, well, the transformation belt's across here, but he's not wearing like a belt on the suit.
Which looks weird when you look at like the body shots and the side profile. It looks a little odd.
But I think this is definitely, it's enough where it's like, okay, you could see inspirations from like Kamen Rider 1 and this and that. And it's like, it's kind of like when you get like a modern reboot, like if there's no Kamen Rider for like the last 20 years, and all of a sudden like, well, let's reboot Kamen Rider for a modern day, make it sleek. This is probably what they would come up with. Kind of like when they did RoboCop reboot. That's the first thing that came to my mind was like,
well, because that's the thing that I do find like genuinely a little bit different from Zeztz versus the writers that we've been used to getting. Because usually when you look at the writers of recent eras, that you could tell what the theme is by looking at them, like what's going on, what is thematically going on with the suit design. While this just looks like Ichigo, like they're just modern day. Like this is a redesigned Ichigo for the modern era, which we're not that many years removed from Shin Kamen Rider, and like this is something that I mentioned in my video. It just feels awkward it coming where it's coming from because we're not technically in a start of a new era or anything like that. This is, in a show that's in, like, if we're going to look at Kamen Rider in the way that they've been marketing themselves, is obviously like we look at the Heisei era as one thing, and two different waves of it, and looking at those first 10 shows, then the last 10 shows of Heisei, and then Reiwa started the new generation, but we're not through the first 10 years of Reiwa yet, and we've already got something that looks like it's an homage to what's come before. This is something that would normally be either ending or starting a new era for Kamen Rider. Kind of like how they try to reinvent themselves every time that there is the start of what they consider a new era. So this just feels a little odd in terms of its placement in this current timeline. I'm guessing these are dill pickle Pringles.
Are correct, sir.
Okay.
Listen, we haven't been streaming a lot. Like, dude, the Sonic pickle menu destroyed me. Now Del Taco's got fried pickle tacos.
But yeah, so my concern with it is that obviously, if it wasn't modern day, like if someone was to show me this design back in like 2010s, like early 2010s, late 2000s, this love it 10 out of 10 suit completely would be in that ball game.
Like,
wow, the thing is,
future.
But the thing is, it's like we're in current era, and we are in an era that is, at least the last 2 years, have been overtly leaning heavily on generative AI. And it's just like, the second I just saw suit, I was like, something's not passing the sniff test on this. Like, sure, it's an actual suit, but you know how some companies would actually just end up using generative AI to come up with concept, and then they'll just have an artist come after it to streamline it, tweak it, and work it into the final product. That's what I'm feeling about this, especially like looking at things like the helmet, because it is a very like gradient filtered helmet. It is singular on the mouthpiece, but they have like the little gradient division for the paint for what would normally be like the jawline and then the mouthpiece. It's not separate armors like what we've been used to. And then, of course, it being mostly on just a regular mesh bodysuit, and going from there, I'm just like, yeah, something about this just doesn't quite seem the same. So that's where my concerns fall in line. And I know that there were people talking about the possibility of them using AI backgrounds during the
preview.
Yes, during the preview. And Mark and I talked about this. Technically, when we didn't have the stream last week, and I was out on the road, Mark and I technically had our own like TokuTonic talk without it being live, just on the Discord server. And we were discussing the allegations of AI generated backgrounds, which in some instances it's weird, because I did my own test afterwards on the backgrounds, and when you send the image up of, like, say the one where he's got the little shrine in the background, and you send that up to an AI detector, and it's just a screenshot of it, it's going to say that it's genuine. Now, if you crop it and remove Zeztz from the shot, it says that there's a 98% possibility that this is an AI generated image.
Okay.
So it's give or take what they have in there. Like, you throw in the one element in there, it kind of throws things off. Let me see if I still have the screenshot.
My thing is, and I'm in like the minority of this, where like the AI isn't going to stop me from watching this. I know a lot of people are like on the high horse of when people like smaller companies and this not use AI to to ruin the career of small.
So this is what I use.
That's when I have an issue.
Like I said, I just cropped out the portion of him not being there, and it was like, 94% AI. This media is likely to be AI generated by the Fusion model. But that's just what I got when I was running it myself. Now, whether or not that was just from a marketing perspective, just so they can crap this out quickly and to avoid having the suit being seen in, daylight with someone on their porch, just like, oh, there he is, quick camera shot, and then uploading that up, and they just wanted to have this in a controlled environment. Okay, I guess. But of course, it's like it does go into the theme that obviously he's going to be going into dreams, but then we don't know like the proper aspect of things. And I
like the gimmicks.
I did start to theorize that maybe it's not really human dreams that he's infiltrating, and I was thinking of the line, "Do robots dream of electric sheep?" And what if he is in the dreams of, say, any sort of like humanoid android or something like that? So the dreams would have to be generative AI, and they use that as their, excuse for why they're using AI for it. I don't know. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see on the presser.
That was a valid point, though, when we were talking, and you did bring that up. I was like, that would be interesting, like,
like that was
Starlink has the best, like, that is actually my opinion. Like, I think, like, we're watching Toku, it's Toei, big studio, like, they have, like, you think everyone wants to be anti-AI, but it's like that's not stopping these companies from doing it. Social media is so isolated that I bet you Toei doesn't even know people are mad that if it's AI or not, because they probably don't even care.
Well, so my concern isn't with that for this outing, is just if it starts becoming the commonplace for Toei, and literally every writer afterwards is also just AI generated, because in terms of that, then we'll stop losing the theme.
It's not tokusatsu.
And then it'll just be a writer based off of other writers by that point in time. At that point, then they really should have just saved this for, say, the second decade of Reiwa, and then a proper like reimagining of the original Showa era in Reiwa with that, because it's like obviously everyone can see the Ichigo vibes from this, so they could keep that going for that flavor. But obviously, this coming where it's coming in Reiwa is why it feels so weird, so out of place.
I still like the suit.
I like the suit as well, but like I said, it's like I would have a higher praise for it if we weren't in the era that we're in.
I just want to know if I can fit the DX belt, because like I've seen the DX version on display, but it only shows the part that goes over the shoulder right here. It doesn't show that if there's like a strap you can buy for the back, because I feel like if there's a strap you can get for the back, then that's all. Like, I'm gonna fit that. Like,
yeah, because the way that they were showcasing off in the video for the belt, at first to me it looked, because the guy's rocking like all these straps on his chest, and at first I thought it was hooking into the strap that he already had on there, but they just do a quick jump cut.
Yeah, it's not. That's why I was like, I need to know like what's fully in the box. Is because it looks like there's connectors at the ends where it's like clear and red. So I'm like, all right, something can connect to that, like a cloth strap, like maybe an adjustable one. But it's like until someone does an unboxing, because none of the promo stuff show what else comes with it. Like they have the one where you get the belt and the one gimmick, then they have the 4 gimmick belt release, and they showed the 2 other forms. So it's like, I just want to know, because I don't even know how I'm going to display that either, because that's not going to fit on it's going to look weird having it sideways like a regular belt on a Daiza.
I mean that's how I've seen it already displayed for some folks, is just on a regular Daiza.
I'm going to get one of those modeling torsos off of Amazon where it's just
I was about to say, you could be like me and just get mannequins. Just because even then it's like looking
just for one belt.
Yep, just a mannequin for one belt. That's it. That's all you need.
I'll get a torso one. They have mini torso ones you can get, and it's like that big around. It's just really from where the belly button would be to like the neck right here, and that's it. I was like, I'm just getting one of those.
So yeah, we got some. Not that one. Move back. There we go. So the thing is, the gimmick is very basic in itself as well, because it's just spheres that are going in, and then you just spin them, and it's kind of like the Shinkanger swords, where it's just the image rotates and it looks like it's an animated image. Which, I mean, it's pretty basic. The belt in itself is actually very basic in design, but I do like the work of clear plastic the straps to make the lights from the belt on the ends here make it look like the straps themselves are actually that color. It'll definitely look better in night or low light situations than it is in regular daytime scenes. But I do like that they're using the LEDs in a pretty fun conventional way to change things up. It reminds me
like
go ahead.
I said it's definitely like a breath of fresh air to have like something different that outside the norm, but not like ridiculously overly complicated or weird. It's like, oh yeah, no, so it's a shoulder strap, and I like, because like when I saw the gimmicks, I was like, what are those? Because they have the candy toy ones before all this stuff. The candy toy stuff already got announced, like all of it. So you can get those gimmicks for like $2 now instead of buying DX ones, and they still work, rotate, light up, and everything when they're inside. So I'm like, I like that we're not getting all these DX gimmicks that where the sounds are coming out of the gimmicks, like Saber, because now I can get the gimmicks really cheap.
I mean, you say that, but we still got to deal with tariffs.
Listen, 30% on $2, I'm okay with that.
But even then, looking at the side perspective from the trailer, it looks like this thing actually does take out a good bit from the belt. So
yeah,
we'll see how awkward it's going to look when they're doing the action shots of the show, because you know how they always put the action driver on them when they're fighting, and how compressed is that going to look? That T-sphere is definitely going to end up being a circle.
It looks like it fits halfway in.
Yeah.
Like, so rotate, and I'm like,
so yeah, halfway in, and then it'll go ahead and change things up. Yeah, so here's a view of how the images would end up looking for it.
I made the joke. I made the joke on another Discord. I was like, these are all just the leftover sprites from the Vital bracelet that they stopped supporting, because that literally just looks like Digimon sprites from the Digivices.
I will say the last belt that gave me vibes like this was, if y'all remember the Beyond Generations film for Revice with Kamen Rider Century, and how they went with that simplistic design for the belt, which I really love that belt design. That's what this remind me of, is essentially like, yeah, we're just essentially doing a more streamlined modern day edge to the belt. Actually, it has grown on me as time has passed on it, especially since I'm a sucker for some LEDs on stuff anyway. You know, giving fives, and then of course my big giant flashlight of the Agito Ultra Ring CSM.
Yeah, that's.
So I'm needless to say, I'm definitely going to be buying this. Like, I've already committed to buying this when it comes out. Like, I'm going to have to get it.
As you should.
The thing is, it doesn't look like awkward like some other belts would end up looking. In some instances, even if I liked the show, I wouldn't be a fan of the driver. Like, as much as I've enjoyed Gavu, I'm not a big fan of the belt. I like the Gochizos, but the belt is it's a mouth of a hand crank. And then Xaid, as much as I like Xaid, I don't like the gamer driver.
Yeah, Starlix. I think, was it the Billy thing that was going on? They had videos where they had everything on display, and people were like pushing it and showing the rotation and all the sounds and like the music and everything. So it's interesting. I need to hear it in like non-cell phone quality though. I need to hear it like in the show.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like right now it's until they start doing the reviews for it. Which, do you guys find it weird that we're getting, like, I've mentioned this when we were talking on Discord privately, but it's kind of weird how the last time we had a situation where we got these toys so early was Gachard.
Ooh.
Yes.
Like before we knew what the show was, and we were bought into the hype of what was being presented at us, and everybody was buying those toys, like because they were just available so much earlier. We were just wondering, like, what's going on? Okay, everybody was buying into it, and then the show came out, and it was like, not to say that that's a possibility with Zeztz. I mean, it's 50-50.
but-
It's 50-50. It's Toei.
Yeah.
We don't fucking know.
Mhm.
But
I think it has to do with the fact that like airing it in China, that's not, they have to submit so much stuff ahead of time.
Yeah, that's
And
what
I
I've heard as
feel like-
well.
Yeah, because that's why. Because even with Gavu, we didn't have a lot of toys come out early, but we had so much stuff already announced, and that's how it is with this too. Like like I said, we already have. Like I know
But
the release
not to
date
this
of
caliber.
everything coming out.
this show comes out in
That's not
September.
a month, but yeah. That's what I'm saying,
And
but
this we've had these now for about 2 weeks now.
that's what I'm saying. This is their first real full-fledged internationally released Kamen Rider. We don't even know how that's gonna work.
Yeah,
either.
we'll talk on that in a moment. But yeah, that like my concern is really that these, you know, they're riding the hype train of this pre-release, and it just has me concerned on this, especially since we don't know the process that they're going about with this. We'll know once we get that press conference, when we get the press conference, because it's there's a couple things that I do find a little odd besides just this. One thing is that we don't have a solid start date. We just have September 2025, which tells me they either don't know, or at least when they were doing the promotional things, they don't know when Gavu's going to end, but they know it's going to end sometime in September. They just don't know when. Or there's something that they're still working out in terms of the distribution that they don't have a concrete date to announce for the distribution purposes.
Yeah.
So it's odd that we just get a date like that, such a placeholder date for a show. And then the other thing is, we don't know how long this show has been filming. Like if they are pulling another Gavu where they started production well ahead of time, and they are essentially debuting the show when they've already filmed through, like, say, the 20s, or if they're being a little bit more conservative with what they're doing and going back to how they used to do it. Because that'll also be a concern in terms of quality-wise, because if you're going through Dream Worlds, I don't want another Saber situation where it's just a real world with bubbles. Like, I want something else there, but we'll see if they're going to be using the giant green screen set that they've been using for Gavu currently, and was previously used for King Odra to portray their Dream World sequences. But then again, that's another thing, that if they are going to be doing, say, like a different dream every 2 episodes, then I can understand why they would rely on something like generative AI to kind of build the world, because that's a lot of worlds to crank out on a by episode like basis, and that's just overworking a lot of folks to be able to do that if you're not making this show months to like a year ahead of time, which I doubt Toei's doing. So there's different things going on with all that. But those are just some thoughts that I've had in the lead ups to all this. Now, we've seen this in the box. Let me pull up the box art real fast.
I like the
Let's talk forms, because they're vanilla as fuck.
Yeah.
I appreciate the PNG files with the outer glow added onto it to match it. They could use a little drop shadow on there. That's what I like to do. But like, I was like,
That's same here.
once I saw it, I was like, man, that's a rough. It's very. They could have broke it up more. Could have added green, blue, and like the purple like accents to the suit already. Not a palette swap of the color fully. Like it's. I know like the design underneath the suit kind of like on the chest and torso changes, but it's like.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, it's been a while since we've seen such a plain Jane, like, vanilla form change like this. I feel like the last time that we had something like this was like Double, because they were just palette swap forms for the beginning until we got, Fang halfway through. Ever since then, they've done a little bit something to spice up the form changes, which I think this is a cost-saving measure in the toy department sakes. Kind of like why Cosmic Fury went so basic, even though they didn't make any action figures for them, but they went so basic with their suit design, was the fact that they can keep the mold literally the same for every single one of these and then just change the paint.
If you want to see, here, I'll put the link in there. This actually shows...
Mark, how many times are you going to enjoy buying the Sotos for these over and over again?
What do you think I'm putting in the link? Because the Sotos show the full body of the suit forms. So that's why I put the link in there. Listen, if Bandai decides I have to buy the base form and just get stickers to swap out all the forms, I'm not buying any Sotos this year. Now, mind you, at least the first two forms are going to be separate in their own boxes, but I've learned my lesson with Gavu. I've learned my lesson with freaking Geats, with all those entry forms dupes I had to buy. Yeah. Like, the candy toy doesn't look bad except for the fact that everything red on that is a freaking sticker. Like... But they got the texture on the mold, which is really cool.
Yeah, but then losing out on the gradient effect that the suit has for this, it kind of makes it look very cheap.
I can tell.
This looks like Spider-Man. If you were to tell me this was a Spider-Man suit, I'd believe you.
I made that joke in my video going over all this stuff because there's that Tokusatsu suit in Spider-Man 2, and I was like, this ain't the Tokusatsu suit? But yeah, like you kind of see like the blue one, I like the two-tone with the lighter blue. So I was like, okay, seeing it a little bit more, it is kind of basically swapping the colors out. And then the toys, which are only gonna be like $2.
Yeah, I guess this quickly answers the question that someone had in the chat saying, is it not just the suits that are different, but the light-ups as well? Well, looking at these toys, it's the same light-ups. Like, if you look at the lines, the red lines on base...
Just the chest is different, because you don't see the abs defined, but it's still... All the lines on the arms and, like, the sides, the same.
Yeah, but I feel like that's literally just a sticker that's on them. Like, they wouldn't even have to change the mold. They just...
No, the mold's not changed. Those are all stickers.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah,
what we're just doing was just literally putting stickers onto mold.
It's two separate boxes, so I don't need to buy the base form. The blue one is its own 2 box, so I'm like, okay, I'm happy for now. I'm content.
Yeah, so it is very basic on that regard, and
the gradient's a sticker around the whole entire side of it, and
that's what I figured. Yeah,
I'm not. I complained. I was like, "There's so many stickers on this," because Gavu hasn't been bad with stickers. They kept a majority of the forms fully painted. It's not like a Saber or a freaking Gotchard situation,
or a Gozyuger,
I hate when you can obviously tell the sticker
these things right here. I'm not looking forward to it because none of the weapons have stickers, so they're all just plain colored. So I gotta use my Gundam markers on them.
Unlike
any
the
detail lines.
Bodies plain covers as well, because I saw like the
the bodies are like all plain. You got, except for some white here and there, everything in black on, like, everything's a sticker on the suits. It's worse than Boonboonger.
Damn.
It's worse than the Super Shoto freaking Time Rangers.
Dude, yeah, I've still got my Time Rangers with the Sotos in the box.
I'm not building mine. Too many stickers. No. I want to build them.
I want to build them as well, put them on display, but also too many stickers.
Yeah, but if you scroll up Zio, you could see the SG versions of the gimmicks and how they work. Not that; those are like the Fate toy ones. It's where is it? I don't know. It was down further. That was that one. So there are, because they had them announced. So basically, they just, besides putting the stickers in them, they just basically spin. Like, that's the tiny little, like, our role playing one that's like this big. I am intrigued because it also kind of shows when you Google Translate, it says it like fits halfway in. So they basically confirmed it kind of looks like an eye going into it. I don't know if it's just the way the toys look, but it looks like an eye, like going into like an eye socket.
Yeah. Which, I mean, for the Ghost fans out there, they definitely like that.
Yep. Ghost fan here. I'm okay with this. I like it. It's an icon. So yeah, all these. That's the one. That's the SG one. So those are like what 300 yen, and sadly with those ones you have to open those and put all the stickers on it for that, and then put it back together. So cheap alternatives, everybody.
So looking at the forums here, let's look at some of these details that we have gotten from this. So the blue form, well, the base form is, how do you say this? Physicam Impact?
Dude, I tried to enunciate all of them. I'm like,
Wait,
nope. I'm waiting till the press conference till it says.
Yeah, it's like Physicam Impact. Blue is Technolom Stream. Green is Esprim Recovery. And purple, they didn't write Paradigm right, but I'm going to assume it's Paradigm, unless it's literally Paradigm.
Yeah.
Wonder.
I never dig them that.
Yeah, Paradigm. But yeah, I was like, that's not how you spell paradigm, but okay. Be unique, I guess.
Yeah,
Do you think they mean paradise? Like,
I mean, well, I mean, considering it's Paradigm Wonder, so
okay.
So those are the names for these individual forms. Of course, the gimmicks are called capsums.
Mm-hmm.
So that's their unique device, and it's like, okay, cool. So that's cool what we got there. The thing is, it's like, so the thing about this is that this is apparently an agent who infiltrates streams to carry out his mission. When I first saw the tease that showed us a little bit of the actor, I was like, ooh, this gives us a chance to finally give ourselves like one of those like early 20s, late 30s, like, you know, detective types, something like that. But then, like, when I saw like the little tease and we saw like glimmers of the dude's face, I'm assuming it's going to be another, you know, early 20s guy playing this character. Which someone mentioned in the chat, that someone brought up how jacked up this suit is. So you'd think they would get an actor that would be a powerhouse, but it's soon to be another idol.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Of course, they got to elevate that stock. It's no longer about, like, you know, the actual show itself. It's about promoting someone else's career in terms of the agencies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is one thing that I really, really wish, like, Toei would do, like, get away from. But I know, you know, they've got contracts with these agencies. They've had contracts with these agencies. Even back, like, when Heisei first started, they had contracts with these agencies. But it seems like the agency stronghold in the industry has become a lot more pronounced as the years have gone by. Especially after how star-studded some of the early Heisei actors became after leaving their tenure with their writer shows. Like, everyone knows about Kuga's actor, and then Deno's actor is another one who just had that elevated stock game right after. So so we'll see what we got here. But I was like, man, see, Ultraman's been out here hitting us with some older pro tags, like a good mix. So it's a different flavor of the season. While Kamen Rider's just playing it vanilla still, which, I mean, it is what it is. But it's really what makes me hope that we get some more competition. Like, we need some more competition when it comes to the Toku sphere on the Japanese front. So that way Toei feels the heat and actually tries to be a little bit more creative and thinking outside of the box. Like, sure, this is cool and all that stuff, but, like, there's nothing wrong with healthy competition. It, like, ignites the flames of creativity. But we just ain't getting that. Let's see here what some people are saying. Let's see. Cosmic Orchid mentioned, that this looks like a Marvel version of a Kamen Rider would be. Yeah, we mentioned that in the very beginning, that it looks like a very westernized suit.
Yep.
So it does have that going for it, possibly to just try to appeal to a global audience. And I mean, something like that would work if this was like a proper American adaptation. Like this seems like it's screaming to someone, adapt me, that kind of thing.
Yep. And I could see it being adapted. Just from like the suit design, like on the surface, yes.
Let's see. Oh, Cosmic Word. Speaking of, this is too Marvel. Not enough armor on the suit. I mean, there's armor on them abs.
Yeah.
That's about it. Like we've got padded suit, like muscle suit on there. So yeah, it's very defined in terms of that prospect. There's a reason why when I was doing my video on it, I'm like, man, people trying to cosplay this, it's gonna be hit or miss. You gotta get the definition on the suit is so much so that it, like, yeah. I already saw that someone cranked out a cosplay like almost overnight.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I was looking at it and I was like, but the abs looked a little weird. And of course, they didn't do the gradient mesh between like the helmet piece, so it was like separate chin coloration to the base helmet. So I was just like, oh, there it is. Trying to do it. The thing is, so there's a lot of rider suits that have like defined abs. Hell, even fucking Kuga on the chest armor itself technically has ab. Agito has like technically ab armor on there. But since this is a bodysuit, this is legit like a muscle suit. So this isn't like armor. It's different when they're doing it like armored aesthetic, because there's so many riders that have like armored abs, and obviously the chest pieces are typically armored. But I think the last time that we had such a defined suit like this was Shin Kamen Rider Prologue.
Yeah. Oh, God.
The suit that looks nice at night, terrible during the daytime.
Yes. I'll say that suit has aged so well.
Let's see. Tell me Technolum's stream does not sound like an Ultraman beam finisher. It definitely does.
Yeah.
At least Ghost had different horns / eyes. Yeah, I mean, when it came to the changes for Ghost, but that's the thing. It's like, it's been a while since we've gotten a rider that their form changes, at least before we end up going to a super form, have just been palette swaps. Because even though the chest design changes, it's still just vinyl on the base suit.
Everything else is the same. Like,
yeah,
same form factor, basically.
Let's see. I hope the upgrades make it more armored, as the suits look too much like Marvel. Yeah, so yeah, I get that, but I don't know if that's going to be how the show is going to play it out. They might still end up playing up with the mesh suit and then just changing up a few things here and there, as long as the final form doesn't look god awful.
It's just reversed. The red and the green is just reversed.
I wouldn't be surprised if they pull like a
rainbow,
like a Nigo to the Ichigo, and they just pull out like, oh yeah, it's Zeztz again, except we just made this little red part. It's white now, and he's got 1 line as opposed to 2 lines.
They give him the red scarf, and that's it.
Let's see. Do I like more armored suits or the sleek suits for riders? That's the thing. It's like, I've gotten used to armored suits for rider. It seems like it's been like the defining characteristic ever since we went into the Heisei era and now on to Reiwa, where they've streamlined the armored look. kind of like
to the sky turns to
how
a
when
rider kick.
how when we went with Iron Man in the MCU, it looked a lot more, base armor, but as the progression and the technology went with it, you saw it get a little bit more streamlined. And you could tell it was still armor, but it started working a little bit more organically with the way that it flowed. While here, it is a power suit. Like, this is just a power suit. It literally screams like something that I would see on the CW verse shows, or like Marvel on Netflix or something like that. That was the vibes that I was getting from the initial tease anyway, was that this was a Marvel Netflix production, or one of those Amazon Prime shows.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, if it works, it works. I mean, like I said, I like the look of the suit. It feels like someone else's interpretation of Kamen Rider than the actual studio's interpretation of Kamen Rider. Let's see. We need some good competition on the American front. Good luck with that. How's that Rangers reboot going?
It's coming along.
Right.
It's filming in January in the UK, from what people say.
So that means they've already got casting, they've already got plot, they already got that?
I don't know.
Depends on which.
They're just gonna film. We've got nothing. Screw it. We'll just do it live.
Yeah, we'll just get a Britain or film. I don't know. I feel like if they booked in that date, then maybe we'll find out stuff leading up to the reveal, or we'll just get like leaks on set with who's on set. I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about the Marvel suits in chat. Like, someone has a love-hate relationship with some of the Marvel suits. I mean, that's the thing. It's like it does vary, and especially like on the Western front, we've gotten so many interpretations of, like, say, the Batman suit and Iron Man suit and Spider-Man suit, that it's just like, okay, there's so many different interpretations. But if this was a skin in the Spider-Man video game, I'd believe you. Like, it legit looks like one of those suits that is in the Spider-Man video game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you could throw this into Rivals and I'll believe it.
Let's see here. Imagine the final suit is based on the concept art for Zeztz if it got a full series after the movie where he got a scarf and belt proper. Yeah, that's could be. Well, we'll see. It'd be funny if the final form did actually give him another belt that just goes around the waist, and he's just rocking two belts. Let's see. The thing, in my opinion, that throws me off is the lack of elements at and below the waist. In essence, it is too top heavy. So exactly like Western hero suit design usually is. And even then, you got to make the argument of, like, early Heisei Kamen Rider suits were just chest armor. They were chest armor, arm guards, and boots, and that was it. There were nothing there. But the belt at least threw some of that
A
in
jump
there.
to the sky turns to a rider kick.
But for folks that were just, for him especially, not having the belt in the waist, it does look a little awkward. It is very awkward.
I mean, like, even Kamen Rider Ichigo, the first one, that's just basically like a tracksuit and gloves and a helmet and, like you said, armor.
Yeah. That's why when I was looking to do my Fies cosplay, I was like, you know what? Base Fies is very basic. Let me hurt myself by putting on this entire, like, 200-piece jigsaw puzzle of a cosplay. So, do y'all have any hesitations regarding this show? Or at least from what we've seen so far?
We'll see. I mean, we've got it as a trailer. I don't know if we've had enough plot leaks and stuff like that. I'll wait for a trailer and go from there, but this is streaming everywhere except for, like, Australia and UK, and yeah. So I'm missing out.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about that real quick. So this is going to be distributed mostly worldwide. It finally is going international with its debut. How? I don't know. Probably YouTube.
Yeah, I'm missing YouTube.
There's people speculating that there's going to be a dub. But this is Toei. I don't expect.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
have
All
a
these
dub.
people don't realize, like, especially with like Ultraman, it's like they have their YouTube channel for seasons for a really long time before people started to realize it. And then the dub was kind of just like, hey, let's test the water. Like Toei, if they get a dub, that's cool. If not, it's Toei just doing the bare minimum of like international release with like official subtitles is like more than they usually do. So it's like anyone who's like, a lot of people are saying there's a dub. I'm like, who said that? Like,
yeah, who said that? No one said that.
Have Johnny Young Bosch do all the voices because like I'm okay with that. But like,
yeah.
It's like for one thing that we know, if you've been keeping up with it, Toei's cheap. Like their entire thing, even back when we had like the Team Kamen Rider days and shit like that, is they want someone else to front the bill, and they'd be more than happy to bring things over. They want someone else to pay for it. So this seems like they're finally doing something on themselves, but because we know they're cheap, I doubt they're going to put in the effort for a dub. And if they were going to put in effort for a dub, I doubt they would go union. They would definitely go non-union.
Yeah.
Because they got to pay more as union actors.
And I'm not going to ask Toei to use AI for the subs, honestly. I really wouldn't. Like, that's the thing I'm like,
that's probably why they're doing the release, is because YouTube does have the auto-generated AI subtitles, and they're probably using that to do it.
That's what scares me.
They could use one of the normal. If they don't use YouTube and they use the actual like third-party company that uses AI, which is still really cheap, I could see them going that route. But it's like one of the things I'm like, I'm just happy it's getting like an official like international release, like baby steps. Like it only took us how many years? Like, so it's like just how many times did they put up the first and second episode of a show on YouTube with official subs, and then it's like nothing else from that show. Like, I'm just curious because one, they said at a later date they're going to talk about that. I don't know if the distribution is going to be brought up in the press conference, but as well as things where I'm like, well, if it's going to be international release, but it's not simulcast, like, it's one of those things where I'm like, how many of us who are like fans of this and do the content grading, how many of us are going to wait for the simulcast? No, we're still going to go to our regular places and get the fan subs because I'm not going to wait 5 or 6 days for official subs. I will if it's on a YouTube and not on a paid streaming platform, because everyone's like, oh, it's going to be on Netflix. Who told you this? All right. Like, no.
We literally know nothing until they officially put out. Like, don't assume anything regarding this, whether or not the distribution is going to be on YouTube. I mean, if they were smart, they would do it because they would finally get that ad revenue that, like, Mark and I have been talking about for so long in terms of making it available.
If it's on YouTube, fair use. Fair use. Oh, try and claim it. Try and strike me. You won't be able to. I got lawyers. I got lawyers in Texas. And they smoke cigars. But no, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's the same people always like, honestly, it's people don't even talk about comedy. They cash in on it's trending to talk about Zeztz. So like, oh, credible source said, it's probably going to go to Netflix. I'm like, okay, cool. What about that Power Ranger film that started filming 6 months ago? That didn't start filming. Like, all the people, like, anyone who's saying anything in like a matter-of-factly manner about stuff, it's wrong. Because let's face it, Toei will tell us. No one, like, I can sit there and say, name 5 different streaming platforms, and if they pick one of them, I can sit there and still say, see, I was right. I told you it'd be one of these 5. It's like, but you listed all of them. Like, nothing's been announced. I'm just happy we're getting the release now. My next concern, I just hope the show isn't ass. Honestly, like,
well,
I really don't, because
that's the concern that I brought up in my video on why, like, this thing, it looks edgy, it looks mature from the vibes that we've gotten so far. But then I think in my brain, this is still at the end of the day a Sunday morning children's programming block show. How edgy could they make it?
Yeah.
Without their parents complaining?
Unless they reveal in the press conference they're going to change time slots.
That would fuck up superhero time.
That would effectively kill their superhero time block.
Yeah, and they won't do
Well,
that.
that is true. That is true. They won't do that.
Not only that, but if it is going to, let's say if it is going to be a proper simulcast like how Ultraman does it, the timing is key because when it airs in Japan on Sunday morning, it's, for the US, it's Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Late afternoon, early evening.
Yeah, so, and that's part of the reason why, I noticed that the UK was not included in that distribution, but then thinking about it, if it's still in the Sunday morning block, then it would be like bumfuck morning in fucking the UK. It'd be like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Ain't nobody waking up for that shit, except for the hardcores.
Sure.
So it would make sense keeping the same block that they've got for the sake of the American audience. But then, once again, the time block that it's in. How dark, mature could you go in today's Japan? Because, like I said, the kids ain't built like they were in early Heisei in terms of handling certain things. Too many global events and disaster strikes have happened to the point that they've had to tone down shows. So
yeah, a little bit,
a whole lot bit. So, but for that, it's like that's where I'm like that's my hesitation point with this show. Is this looks cool? This looks edgy. But is the show going to be that? And if so, how much will we get until the complaints start rolling in? Like, is Toei going to actively listen to the places they're distributing it to, or are they going to focus once again in their core audience in Japan?
Well, they could have two different time slots where they air it, like what they do with some shows over in Japan. I think example Pantheon Stocking, that's got two different broadcast versions, like the censored and then the uncensored version. I don't know if they do that for us, but it could be an idea. I'm just spitballing.
Oh, Cosmic Orchid again. Don't forget that TV ratings are different between the US and Japan. Gabu could never air in the US due to the drug allegories. But that's the thing. I don't assume that the show is going to air in US television. This is strictly streaming, and streaming goes through a different guidelines than US broadcast standards. That's why Netflix and Amazon get away with a lot of what they do.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff with drug allegories passes through in the US.
Yeah.
So Gabu could definitely air here.
And it could air late at night. I mean, Breaking Bad's a show.
No, even as a kid show, there's because it's painting the villains as the ones peddling it, that's why it could air, because nuance and context is what actually happens with TV ratings. So it's not painting the drug allegories in a positive manner. And also when you think about the fact that they're like, oh, I hope you're not just eating candy, you're having real food too. It's like, no, that would 100% pass the sniff test and be aired out here. I mean, plus one of the most popular shows in US history, Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Breaking Bad.
Even Sons of Anarchy, this and that, like
Narcos, all of them.
There's literally the rating system is more loose than it used to be. It's not like in the 80s, early 90s when when things like the Comic Code Authority came, stuff and all this other stuff came out, where you had to be very strict on stuff. Like now it's 2025. Okay, have we seen Tiny Chef? Come on now.
I wouldn't doubt that this show, maybe in terms of tone, might be like an Arrow season 1 vibes, which obviously aired.
Oh, I'd be okay with that.
But once again, thinking about where this is airing initially, Japan, it's would that work for current children's show? Gabu got away with some stuff, but the thing is that didn't stop the parents with the complaints, and I'm still surprised that they did some of the things that they did in some of the later episodes still, but maybe it was the only way they could continue on with the storytelling. So it's just whether or not Toei's just going to say, fuck the feedback, we're just going to go ahead and put out show.
Mm-hmm.
But then that would be something that I would be like, if this was, say, an Amazon Prime exclusive show, and the reason why I just single out Amazon Prime is because we've got history of Kamen Rider there.
Yeah,
Black Sun, Amazon's. Those did get Western distributions, even though Amazon's went under Amazon Writers, so it was hard to fucking find it.
Yeah, fuck that shit when I first got
that was
Prime.
so hard to find.
Yeah.
Like, and also the fact that it didn't get physical, even though it's on Amazon Prime. I'm like, you guys can't put it.
And they took it down for like a while, and then they brought it back up. Like, it got delisted, relisted several times.
Is it still doing that?
Yeah, they kept doing that for Amazon for a bit. I don't know if they still are, because I'm not in an itch to rewatch Amazon's, so I haven't checked.
Also, Amazon should air in Japan late at night on like a very late night. Like,
so that's the thing. If this was
not a superhero time show, that's not.
See,
morning show at all.
If this was like side project that they were doing, like if they were to say this is going to be a side Kamen Rider that we're trying to do to appeal to the older demographic and also have a worldwide appeal, then that would instantly like make me go, okay, all right, now I've got a different mindset for what this could be, and it'd be like, all right, this is going to drop on streaming weekly during this. It's like cool, fantastic. While they do regular Kamen Rider show during their Sunday morning block, that would be your usual Kamen Rider-isms. But no, this is the show. This is the show for this year going into next year. And that's where I have my reservations on. It's like it could probably come out the gate swinging, be really good in the beginning, but then once the corporate mandates and the feedback loops start going in, that's when we always start seeing with these shows, hands get in the pot of the creatives and things start to change.
Listen, the point of these shows, not just to be entertaining, are to sell toys. Toei likes money. Selling toys, okay? International release to the US, it doesn't matter who has the streaming rights or how it's going to be distributed. If the toys come out here, it doesn't matter the demographic, because once again, who makes up 80% of toy purchases in the US? Our demographic. Make up.
Now, Mark, am I going to be able to walk into a Walmart and buy Zeztz toys?
Listen, so I would hope this. So as someone who keeps an eye on the Bandai, like ear to the ground of what's going on, obviously Bandai has that deal with Target and Walmart for Ultraman. We started to see a lot of Ultraman Rising stuff. I've seen some Bandai like DX stuff that was in Japan for like Demon Slayer and stuff starting to pop up in stores. I'm hoping we get something in regards to Kamen Rider stuff, but I haven't even seen the full Ultraman stuff that was supposed to happen, and this was supposed to start a couple months ago. By fall, we're supposed to start having like a full range. Target has some Ultraman plushies, and but now we're starting to see.
I would see them in like
figures, SH Figure Arts now.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the Kamen Rider IP, but we have seen an increase in Bandai with their anime properties and a definite increase in Ultraman. I would hope. I don't think it would be with Zeztz. I think depending on how Zeztz does from an international release, from a viewership and importing toys and this and that, but Toei would be like, let's at least do some minimum stuff, because we've seen, we've have CSMs at GameStop. We've had figures there too, like statue.
Yeah, but that was back when Team Kamen Rider was dealing with the distribution of it. So we had that, but ever since that contract went done, like we haven't seen anything like that. It's been a few years since that well dried up.
So that's why I'm like, it depends on what Toei wants to do from a Bandai standpoint in the US, because the model kits still pop up at like Barnes and Noble and stuff, the newer ones, not stuff that was like 3-4 years ago. So I don't know what's gonna go with the international release for toys. That's something I try and like at least once a month I'd kind of do a deep dive to see what's going on, because the model kits the figure out standards have been really popular for model kits, and now that we have the metal build 01, we're starting to get final forms. we just got an actual figurized for 01 as well. So they're starting Reiwa with the model kits. So I'm hoping, because a lot of the Bandai stores, they do more pop-ups now, and they're starting to put more permanent Gunpla stores, and they have a very big Ultraman and Kamen Rider section where they have the DX belts, but that's a Bandai store itself. So I don't know.
Well, when it comes to the model kits, they've been like in wild distribution for a while in the States, because I've been able to go to a regular Hobbytown USA and buy.
I'm saying they've also been putting DX drivers at these Bandai Gunpla stores. So when they started doing the Legend series belts, those started getting released, but then they also started putting CSMs in more modern like DX ones. Like I've seen the Seiken Sword Driver at a store and not like a repurpose, like a book off. So I'm like, okay, I don't know. I feel like this show is I feel like, sadly, because you asked us about our concerns about the show, and Ash said his, like, my concern is this is the trial run season. So they're kind of like throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks from an international standpoint. And it's not going to get the production and the care that we're used to, because they're like, all right, it's time to go global. Let's see what we can throw together that we think international markets want to see that would be appealing to them, instead of, oh, what's the cool thing about Kamen Rider that we want to share with the world? So, because let's face it, toy sales. But that's why I'm like, I don't know how, like, we're not going to go to Walmart and get this, obviously.
Yeah, which is the thing. A lot of these stores, like Best Buys, Walmarts, Targets, have these like collectibles planogram sections that they have in these stores, which would be things like statues. I would see a whole bunch of different action figures for Gundam, Dragon Ball, One Piece, all that stuff in there. Some very comic book reliant stuff. That's where I would see SH Figure Arts would be that, as opposed to the conventional toy department. It would be in these collectible sections in these stores. But even then, I don't think I would ever see the henshin gimmick for any of them in these. What we would get would literally just be the action figures.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I know that there's a lot of us that the majority of what we collect is the henshin items. Like, that is the bulk of what I collect.
From a standpoint of like going out shopping, and you see like the toy aisles at stores, what's gonna like draw in like young kids? They're gonna want the action figures. Like, you see this belt on a shelf, the kids gonna be like, oh, what's that? It's shiny. But then they're gonna see an action figure. Oh, cool, that's an action figure. Like, and also Starlix. Who goes to Walmart for toys? I do. Like, that's where you find the good treasure.
Like, ever since Toys R Us went under, it's like,
dude, Walmart has an exclusive contract with so many IPs. Like,
they expanded their toy department after Toys R Us closed.
They did. They like, and that's where I got all the Goosebump ones from Trick or Treat Studios. Goosebumps has a bloody, disgusting horror section now. Like, they have deals with NECA. You can get some of those expensive Ninja Turtle 2-packs and this and that. They're all the NECA Toonie Terrors, the movie reel ones, where like that's the place to go for toys, honestly. And they're cheaper than buying them on Amazon or on eBay. Walmart's where it's at to get toys, and they got a whole Beyblade section. I'm just saying. So
Ash, besides this, not touching the down under, what are your concerns about this, if you have any? Oh yeah, and you're muted, or your mic's not on, or something.
No, I'm muted.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, I don't know if I've been talking the entire time, or I've just been mooing and ahhing. But I feel like with this, it's what you guys said. It like shit. I'm hoping that they don't do like shit hitting the wall, because they don't know what is popular here. But I'm hoping that they have some marketing team that know what, even though everyone's different when it comes to Rider and Sentai and stuff like that. I'm hoping they have an idea and they're not gonna like test the waters of the season and just make it a good season, something I can watch all the way through. Because I'm still like 5 episodes behind on Gav, so I'm hoping.
Oh, you missed White Man.
You missed White.
Yeah, you missed White Dan Kuroto.
Okay. Now I have to watch it to know what you're talking about.
Emphasis on the H.
Okay.
What?
What? What are you talking about? No, I don't know.
You're gonna
Like,
watch all the episodes after this.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm either gonna watch Sons of Anarchy or Gav after this while trying to play Exhibition 33. But I'll see. Like, I want to be optimistic about this. Like, I'm trying not to get caught up in the writer hype these days. Like, usually the first episode wins me over. But we'll see what happens. Like, I am optimistic. It's cool that we're finally getting this streamed because I never thought Toei would do this. They've been buddy-duddies with how they handle things and their copywriting and keeping things locked in there, and we have to watch it for other means. But I'm hoping this is a step in the right direction where we can have more writer streaming or getting physical releases, which is a mess within itself because everyone's got different rights for everything. But I feel like this is a step in the right direction. Hopefully it's a good show. The be the first one streaming.
All right, we'll see. I know that I've seen some people already start raising the flag for when we gonna do this with Sentai.
Never. I think Hasbro is holding.
We gotta look at that. We gotta find that contract that Hasbro's got in terms of what.
Yeah, we do.
Because then we can find out what the legalese is that's preventing things. Because even when it comes to the press conferences for Sentai, it's region blocked. You got to use a VPN to do it. With Writer, the press conferences, you can find them like from multiple different outlets that are doing it without the region locking. But Sentai specifically is just region locked to the point that they just like, what are they so scared of? Like, what is this contract that you just can't even put stuff they have no rights over? Is it just the look? Is it just the franchise namesake just being out there?
I think something happened when the Hasbro and Power Rangers merger happened, because back then, like in 2015, 2016, Saban used to ignore Sentai as well. Like, what Sentai? Yeah. It's Power Rangers in the West and Power Rangers only. And then they brought over Joe Ranger with Shout Factory, and they were like, oh, okay, we can sell this. And then we got more, and we got more. And then it stopped for a really long time. They were teasing 5-man, and then there was like that really long delay between Hurricane, and then we had 5-man, and then it looked like things were back to normal. We got 5-man, we got Deca Ranger, we got Abba Ranger, and now it's nothing again, which sucks because people were hoping to get Margie Ranger and Bokenger.
Oh, like a Margie Ranger. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
But you know what we need to do? We need a National Treasure level heist where we team up. We go to steal the Toei Hasbro contract instead of the Declaration of Independence. It's like we're getting the contract.
Power Rangers Illuminati, get me that contract.
Yep, just sneak in there.
You know who you are.
Fine print.
Or just get it. You just get it in at Hasbro. You just get an entry level job in the mailroom at Hasbro. Work your way up, and 15 years later, you finally see the contract, and you realize it expired a month prior.
It's gonna be like that episode of Always Sunny where we go to work at the post office.
Yeah. Yep.
But Jason Bischoff, who works at Funko Pop now, and used to work on Power Rangers, leak all the secrets, leak everything.
So on the Zeztz front, real quick, I kind of feel like assigning people some homework, just to gather something. For anybody that's got normie friends that aren't like connected to Tokusatsu at all or anything like that, but they know things like, you know, Marvel, DC, shit like that. You know, someone that's completely disconnected from our fandom. Show them Zeztz. Just show them the tease. Just show them the tease. And
I can't wait for the reaction. Is that Spider-Man 2099?
I'm genuinely curious, because if they are going to appeal this towards the West to a more international audience, it can't just be us. It can't just be us that we're going to show up. It's got to appeal to a mainstream audience. So let's show this to some normies, some people that just don't know shit about Toku like this, like maybe don't know Power Rangers.
I'm running an experiment now. I'm running an experiment
separate from Power Rangers for so long.
I'm running an experiment now with one of
It's
my
not making them
friends
watch
who
the
loves
show. It's
Spider-Man.
just to gauge like what they think, like from the teaser. Like, what do they think about what they're looking at the show or anything? Because the thing is, obviously, everybody in the community knows that when you show regular Kamen Rider to friends that only know Power Rangers, or they'd be like, "Is that just Power Rangers?" That kind of shit. Ask like let me know. Let us know if when you do this, if their first thought is genuinely, is this Power Rangers, or if it's something else. Because
They're like, is
I
this
feel
a
like this
motorcycle
is
commercial?
different enough that it might not give off the "is this Power Rangers" vibes, but that's just me thinking.
I'm wondering if I should send it to my friend Adam, who loves the Spider-Man PS4 game, and just I don't know if I want to send him the image randomly because he might know what I'm talking about, or should I just like bait him and say, "What do you think of this new Spider-Man leaked suit design?" I don't know.
It's like Inception and Spider-Man had a collab for the 15th anniversary. Check this out.
Man, Ash already got the Extreme Vanguard Batar freaking gimmick. That's not fair.
What gimmick?
You're doing the fidget spinner. I was like, what is that?
Oh, I got this in Japan
Sorry,
like
you didn't watch it.
nearly 10 years ago.
You didn't watch it. Yeah, that's the gimmick. The fidget spinner.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
gimmick.
No. Oh yeah. No, I
Change.
saw. I was listening to the gimmick about that.
So yeah, I'm genuinely curious in terms of like what people's interpretations that aren't in the same sphere would be.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to end up like popping into like the other YouTube channels that typically just cover like the comic book shit, like the DC films and all that other stuff, and then just drop them a super chat. Hey, can you guys quickly react to this? Just to see.
Oh god. They got the Power Ranger end cap at Walmart. I might have to go check that out in person tomorrow.
I haven't seen anything Power Rangers at Walmart recently.
They just started putting them out, I think, yesterday.
Yeah, I've seen it, but it's on a lot
or
of people
today.
finding.
Yeah,
so
I'll
it's like
probably
today
take a
was-
look tomorrow.
Yesterday was tentatively the street date, I believe, for the stuff. They were putting the end Wednesday because Tuesday they get their all shipments in. Wednesday to set up the end caps. Thursday was the official street date for them. Because when I was over that way getting stuff, they had the boxes and it had the yellow like street date, so like they were putting them to the back more. And I was like, let me peek in the box. Let me just take a look. Let me do an itemized inventory for you.
That teaser is not enough. I do think the teaser enough because the teaser has to be, eye catching, and that's exactly what the teaser was. It was a whole bunch of exposition.
Yeah, like that. It was cool looking. I actually enjoyed it. I didn't hate it, but it's one of those things where it's like, I don't
It's
know.
like, what is this
Like,
teasing? Like,
we
what
have a
are you showing me?
synopsis, but we don't know what the show is. Like, still, we know like, oh, he's going to dreams, but why? What's going on in these dreams? What kind of?
It's like you show them that teaser, and then you show them the other one of the guy transforming, or at least putting on the transformation device, and then spinning it. That's probably when you might lose some people because they'll be like, "Oh, that's goofy."
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hope they don't see my dream. Like, there's certain people's dreams I wouldn't want to go into. Like, you go in the dream and it's at the wrong part of the dream, and you're just like,
Yeah, it's like that Rick and Morty episode, like the Freddy Krueger knockoff.
yeah.
Oh no, there's another one. Fuck, what is it like the Happy Tree? No, the Imagination Land South Park, and the Christmas
Oh, okay.
critters
I was
come
like,
in.
I thought you were gonna say Happy Tree Friends. I'm like, I don't think.
No, like the Christmas critters come in, and it's like
Yeah.
Jason and Freddy, like, oh, I had to be the kid that imagined them.
But yeah, no, I'm curious. Like, so I was like, I'm hyped. Like, I'm not really hyped. I just think that the teaser did what its job. Like, it got us talking about it, got us intrigued. I mean, we just talked about this more than we did for the whole entire season of Gozyuger.
No, we didn't. No,
Yeah,
because you talking about this teaser, and then it's just like,
I
didn't
said
you love that? Didn't you love that Gotchard teaser? Didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
But that was the teaser, not the show.
It told you on the show.
That was not the show. That was the teaser.
Yeah, you were sold.
I was sold. You were sold too.
I was,
This man had the tissues and lotion out. He was like, "Ooh, gotcha."
No.
No.
You know, I was very cautiously for that
You're
show.
cautious every season. You're cautious every show. Like
just about, but this one a little bit more so.
Yeah, like this one, I'm optimistic because I want it to be good. I want it to do well. Because this is finally a time where like we can prove from a Western standpoint to Toei, hey, told you we wanted Kamen Rider. Like, because it's always been one of those put your money where mouth is. And when stuff was coming out from Team Kamen Rider, this and that, guess what? People were still bootlegging stuff. People weren't. Let's face it. I don't know. Like the Geats Blu-ray goes on sale so often that it's cheaper than the Kuga one. Like because no one's buying that shit because it's like $100 for that. No, doesn't even have any V cinemas or the movies in it. It's one of those things where it's like, and I've always been adamant. If I get an official release of something. Like, I wanted to get the Gotcha Driver and this and that when it came out because we were getting US releases. But the difference in the time release, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not waiting 4 to 6 months to pay $10 less.
The thing is, if this does end up being, simulcast YouTube, day one, all that stuff, I can see this, like, possibly breaking the algorithm and being, like, the best episode 1 debut for just about anything Toku. It'll probably blow out all the Ultraman episode 1, so I'm sorry, but that's probably just how it is.
Yeah, no.
And it'll just have a really good day because people are going to be morbidly curious and all that stuff, and obviously the ease of access. There's already a ton of people that just watch the Raw when it airs in Japan, so it's just like now you just get it with, possibly, worst case scenario, shitty AI generated subs. But at least you'll know what's going on in the first episode. Like,
I'll watch it for those, and then I'll just download.
Nothing will top. Nothing will top Oni Sister saying poggers.
Yeah. And then we'll just get and then obviously the following day when I do my proper stream, I'll use the good fan subs.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I'm still gonna have the season on my external.
Yep.
That's true. Like I know people are saying this will probably stop like people pirating Rider. But if they have shitty subs, I want to use the fan subs I've been using for a while. I'm still going to support the official release. I thought you were laughing. I'm still going to support the official release and try and watch it with a VPN or something like that, which I guess that counts as watching the official release. But I'll still want to use like the subs that I know that aren't going to be machine translated because I don't want to get a translation wrong in a review or something like that. And people say, no, this is what they actually meant.
I mean, we'll see on that front, but I definitely don't think that this is going to be the end of the fan sub scene whatsoever.
No, absolutely no.
Because there are people that do prefer like better quality subs on there.
Even for anime, people don't like Crunchyroll subs. People like will download different translation groups.
And for the sake of obviously preservation, obviously gotta keep them on the drives.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just leave them on a digital platform that they just might get delisted eventually.
Voltron, looking at you. I had to put that on the drive.
Voltron got delisted?
Oh my God.
Netflix Voltron got delisted like end of last year.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, because it was a partnership with DreamWorks and Netflix that ran out eventually. It's crazy how they did it. All the lesser known shows slowly got taken off it. And then like Voltron was like the big last one, if I remember correctly. Same with like Close Enough, because HBO Max took that off there. And that's a really fun show to watch. The Guy Who Made Regular show.
Yeah,
So yeah, man, still going into the show cautious. Obviously, like optimism might rise up during the presser, but thing is, it's like obviously for like the last over a decade now, I keep going into all these shows cautious, regardless of what I'm watching. Even when I was going into Superman, it's like I was going in cautious. Ended up loving the film, but that's the thing. It's like I feel when I'm not going in, setting myself up for like. Well, really high, and then get let down. I'd rather go in there with no expectation and then be pleasantly surprised or, be like that one thing from Malcolm in the Middle. I expected nothing, and I'm still disappointed.
Yeah.
So it'll vary. It'll vary.
Yeah.
I can get pleasantly surprised by some things. Like, always call back to my initial views of Don Bros when we got Don Momotaro and Zenkaiger, and I was just like, yeah, I don't like any of this.
I don't
Reserved.
like this new guy.
this is weird. This is weird.
Like, and then how many gallons of water later?
I'm out here doing the dance and everything. I'm like, y'all got me to buy a Sentai mech for the first time ever. I was in it. So it'll vary. We'll see. It comes down to casting choices. Obviously, there's still the rumor floating around, and this was
the decade's going to be him again.
No, it's
Every year.
it's that Yuya Takahashi is the writer for this.
Yeah. Okay.
Which, like I mentioned in my video, once you see the reoccurring theme, it's a very high possibility he don't miss in terms of showing up every other, like two shows after his last show, that he just comes back.
Check the wiki if you doubt the speculation that we'll have.
Yeah, it's been 2 shows since Geets. It's prime time for him to come back, and this looks like something he would definitely want his name all over.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, especially coming off of Geets, that was the last cool looking writer season where it just oozed the coolness from the poster. Then we get this, and it's just like, okay.
That could have been a good, release to do, like the subs international. I feel like Geets, for what it was, would have had a good appeal, especially like the poster, everything about it, like the music. It was.
Mm-hmm.
I could see how that could have some Western appeal to it.
Is the alphabet theory real? I don't believe in the alphabet theory. It feels like it's reaching.
Theory? What's the alphabet theory?
That the common writers in Reiwa, their theme is going based off of the alphabet. Let me. Can someone post the exact alphabet theory? Because it's like I think A was like Android, B was books.
C was. Fuck no, this theory's dead in the water already. I can't think of C. C would be cat, but that was not a main writer. That was
No, because C would have been Revice, and Revice was Contract. That's it.
Oh, Contract. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
D would have been
Desire.
E.
Elements,
I guess. F, food.
That's a reach though. For E.
Okay. Saying it out around it does sound like a reach.
E was for equivalent exchange because of alchemy.
No, it has to be one word though. It can't be equivalent exchange. That's stupid. And there was no alchemy. Oh, education. Okay, no.
Yeah, no, that's still reaching because it's barely.
They were barely in school. That is reaching.
It took him forever to even be like, what's that form of what you want to do after school? That he never, from the first episode, it's like, nah. He was in school 4 days the whole entire year. How'd he pass? How do you even get graduation? She had a late graduation or summer school.
So that would mean
the movie.
That Zeztz is G. What the hell is G? Like, if anything, like this should have been the D show because it's dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. G is for grasping at straws for this theory.
Yeah, like I remember when I first started seeing the alphabet theory get posted up, I'm just like, this feels like it's reaching. Because it's like, technically for God chart, it should have been technically alchemy or cards. But they were like, oh, well, we got to get something that goes with E. So they go with that. Oh, for good dreams. Yeah, no.
Good dreams, no.
Sounds a gachapon.
mean, gyrosphere for the ball, maybe for the gimmick, but that's reaching too.
Once again, yeah, that is definitely reaching.
I don't think
I
it'd be
feel like you
Gashapon. These are Gashapons. They're not.
I feel like you could kind of make the same argument for any phase of writer shows.
Yeah.
Like Kuga, Ancient, Agito, Biblical, Ryuki, Cards, and also Contract.
Yeah, right. Listen, Starlix, I agree with you. No alchemy, no school. What was the point of that show? The best school-related show.
Digital,
because still five. No. You threw me off because you said five. I was going to say Forza. Forza is the best school-related Kamen Rider. I was so, that's what it was. I liked Forza so much. I was so hopeful for Gotchard. So hopeful. Then, nah. Trash. And it got a lot of money out of me. It's like the most money I've spent on any singular Kamen Rider show besides Blade.
I would have rather Gotchard actually focused on the school elements. We actually got.
It should have. He goes back, he's failing class because he's too busy playing with his ring.
Yep. It's like we never saw the dual life of the teacher. Like Minato was just teaching them after, like, so everything they were doing in alchemy school was after school. Okay, I guess maybe
we don't talk about Kamen Riders. Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
I'm on vacation. I don't remember it. Except for the two kids.
So yeah, that's it. I know we've gotten like an image of Zetsu's main weapon, which, spoiler alert, it's a sword. Ooh.
Oh,
That's new.
Yeah.
Groundbreaking.
So original. It's called the Breakham Zeztz.
I hate it. I don't even know. It sounds weird. I don't like it.
you're breaking ham.
And they're breaking something. They're breaking Beckham. Some weird names going on there. Let me see.
Legend Rider capsums are already up for pre-order. Of course they are.
Gotta have the Legend Riders. The thing is, like, we got swords already. Like, can we get some like fist-to-face action rider, like just brawling again? Yes, some karate bugmen.
Oh wow! So apparently the first wave of the SG capsums are going to have 6 total in the first wave. That's not too bad, but the first wave is literally coming. It's coming out in beginning of October. So we already know 4 of the forms. So I wonder if we're going to get already basically 2 more forms shown. Not in the show, maybe, but like at least from a like visual standpoint, 2 more. We'll know 6 forms before we're 3 episodes into the show.
Oh, I see that Celebration Edition Don Onitaijin up for pre-order.
Yeah, I saw that. What's the difference between that one and
it's
increased
new mold,
posability?
so not as many.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's more. Yeah, because that other one was like a big block of great.
No, that one you could
design.
move. That one you could move, and I know they made it like special hinges. One thing I want to pre-order is that Dragon Ball box set with all the mangas done by the different artists. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I am gonna avoid that because the only real thing I have pre-ordered right now is the Clear Color 01 driver.
Oh, okay.
And I'm contemplating, but it's.
I love 01. Fuck, what I have to be
expensive.
Why did shit have to break? I want to get that.
I think I was the one that got the last pre-order in on tokullectibles because I was on Discord when I saw it, and then I placed the order for the Clear 01 driver, and literally right after it said pre-orders closed. So I think I might have snatched the last one they had.
Nice. I think the Shoto phone is meant to ship out eventually.
It should. I'm waiting for that to come in. I did get my Memorial MOBA rights the other day, a couple weeks ago, which didn't have the fucked up sticker on it, so it is upside down.
Oh, you got the fucked up
still on the
sticker
fence about the Live Man Memorial brace. Still on the fence.
Yeah.
But
I like Live Man, but I haven't seen Live Man, but I like the suits and the mech. and from what people say about it.
Logman's fun.
So yeah, it's on my list. But it's a very basic changer that I don't know if I'd want to get. Like, show me the Die Ranger changer. Yeah, I will throw money at that.
Oh, fine.
That's what I've been waiting for. Is they get me that aura changer again? Because I think the last time they released it was like the artisan one, like years and years ago, and I missed out on that shit. I'm like, give it to me now. That's my favorite changer in all of Sentai.
Angel Grove Collectibles had a sort of in-box complete version of the Mega Ranger Artisan one, and I didn't get it because it was $300 Australian, and I sat on it, and I was like, I don't know if I want to get it, and I didn't get it, and it sold it. I should have got it. So I thought, if I get this, is there going to be like a memorial version announced like a week later? Because Mega Ranger turns, or I guess Car Rangers this year, next year. But yeah, give me a memorial aura changer, please. For the love of God, please.
I need it.
I'm not going to get the
my Die Ranger display.
I'm not going to get the O Ranger morpher because I've got a Legacy Zeo morpher.
Yeah, the Zeonizer, I've got the die-cast one as well, so I'm like, yeah, I don't need that. But
And
that was
aura
the
changer.
best Legacy release band I did. Besides the Legacy, I'm biased. I still really like the Legacy Dragon Zord. Like, I think the Legacy release was so good. And very expensive now. All those Legacy ones are so fucking expensive.
Oh yeah, I've got the Legacy Tommy Morpher still in the box. If I die, people have to fight me over. I have to fight over for it and resell it.
Listen, I'm not going to Australia to get it. I know what kind of creatures you guys have there. I can only understand, know what kind of creatures in Australia come out in the winter.
Hey, did you not see that small Japanese guy that backpacked all over Australia and survived? He just hitchhiked with everyone from Brisbane to Melbourne. He survived. If he can survive, you can survive as well, Mark. Stop being all cowardly. If he can survive, you can survive. He backpacked with strangers. What will
happen? They're gonna be like, Mark just punched a spider in the face that was 5 feet tall. He will lead us. Next thing you know, I'm leading your island, your country. I can't deal with all that power.
Yeah, okay.
So it's roll backwards, and I take
that Tomayo guy. He backpacked with random fucking strangers all across Australia, which I'm surprised you didn't get murdered because I was worried that that's the next thing. Is going to get in the car with someone who was really shady, but he got in the car with a bunch of really cool people, and they were really nice to him. But yeah.
Nope, I don't know what kind of. I'm gonna look this up. Australian winter beasts.
Let's see. Someone mentioned that apparently all the Zeztz forms have separate weapons, which that's a given. It's
yeah.
But apparently that was leaked on some Band-Aids.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Super Sentai for the true 50th. We should go to character Bugman. We just got through King Oger not too long ago, so.
Yeah.
But Sentais that use
out there.
Sentais that use belt for transformations. That could be a thing. That'd be an interesting one. You're looking at those Australian beasts.
Yeah, Yaramayahu, some weird ass vampire goblin frog mutant, or it's a mini.
I don't think that's real. I don't think that's
I don't know. The photo looks real, and you guys have something called a Hawkesbury River monster. That's kind of like an Australian version of the Loch Ness monster.
That's probably what the Aborigines believe in, but I don't know. I haven't gone down that end.
Yeah. What about
I live in the city.
The bunyip? That looks real.
Oh, I've heard of the bunyip since I was a kid.
Yeah, no, that shit looks fake.
There used to be these bunyip chocolates called Yowies back in the day. They were dope. They're like Kinder Surprises.
Yowie?
Yeah, Yowies.
They have something called a Yowie that's basically their version of Bigfoot.
The bunyip. Yeah, Bigfoot.
It's not the Yowie I'm thinking of, but okay.
Yeah, your face.
I know what you're thinking. I want to detour away from going down that road of a
Yeah,
topic.
if you look up Yowie Australia, or would you know you have to spell
I don't
it.
think I want to.
No, okay, no, you have to spell it. No, you have to spell it. YOWEI. That's how you spell it.
Yeah, it's like basically Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's
So
basically.
YouTube hits me with that.
So I just typed in weird
Hit
ass
me with that
creatures.
autocorrect.
I literally typed in weird ass creatures in Australia, and I got paid for it. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah, no, not gonna visit. And I put winter, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not going out there and fucking fighting Australian winter monsters.
Yeah, the Yowie is basically our Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It looks like the Beast Titan from Attack on Titan when you see some depictions of him.
Yeah. Like, you got some weird shit out here. Like, I don't know. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Like, I'd go out there just to, like, I don't know, see.
Any other neat toys? Y'all have pre-ordered?
I didn't pre-order
Pre-ordered?
anything. I didn't pre-order anything, but I went to Supernova and I got some really cool posters. So I'll have to pull it up on my Instagram and let you display it. Or I'll just display it myself. Give me one moment.
Yeah, because the only other thing that I got printed up, I'm waiting on the Shoto phone from Shinkenger to end up shipping. But then I got the Black Beat B Commander with the gun.
I had to pre-order that after we talked.
Yeah, I was like, I got to have it.
I don't want to miss it, so I'm on the fence about the CSM Black Drag Visor. I'm not sure, but I definitely got the 01 clear color because we talked about that. That's like a necessity, you know.
But I went to Supernova a few weeks ago.
Ooh,
and bought stuff. So I bought this. Because the artist was there.
Very nice.
Yep, that one. They had that exclusively. Like the actual artist was there. I bought mostly posters there. I bought a lot of posters. So I bought this Dandadan one.
I forgot Prime was still a thing. Dude, that's a good Dandadan poster.
I know. And I got...
Oh, you got a 1954 Godzilla Funko?
Yeah,
good choice.
So there was like 6 for $5. So I got Street Sharks, Luffy, Ichigo, and Jim Jeffries. And I got the One Piece Devil Fruit. Yeah. I got this Dandadan poster.
That's a good one.
Looks sick. Yeah. I got this one because I saw that. And I just had to get it.
I feel like that poster will confuse everybody who hasn't read the manga, and they'll just think that it's like some fan-made thing.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like is Vegeta's face looks like he's doing troll face. Like, that's a weird angle.
And it's weird because it's actually like an official artwork, though.
Yeah. They've just like redrawn it.
Yeah, it's just an odd look for Vegeta on that angle.
Yeah, and this Berserk one. And then Zoro one.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I bought.
I'm looking at all my pre-orders. I got the SMP Saint Kaiser.
I also got these keychains, which were pretty cool. I have to bring them up to the camera. So this one.
Trico and okay.
Charmander.
No Bulbasaur? You like Bulbasaur as a starter?
I like Bulbasaur as a starter, but Bulbasaur is like one of my favorite starters, but I like Trico. And I wanted to get like, I like Trico. Like I like in Mega Skeptile and stuff like that. Because it was like two for like 10, and I was like, well, I want to like decide. They had like the Switch ones as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I was like pulling up all the pre-order stuff, and I'm like getting really upset.
I still need the Power Flame Memorial Jordan show.
Every once in a while, I forget about the freaking Hibiki CSM because it's not out yet, and then I'm just like, it's like I better not regret this.
Yeah,
the thing is, it comes out at the end of December, so I don't think I'm going to get it delivered till January. So I'm already starting off next year. Tokudat just set, like, and then I did get I think actually this might end up being my regret for next year. I do have the My Hero Lord Draken Evo 3 statue, but that's not coming out till like April of next year, and Power Rangers counts as Toku. So fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I still think that this is going to be my lightest year in Toku debt. I'm probably not going to rank in top 5. So
You don't know that. You don't know.
I haven't buying the gimmicks like crazy. I haven't gotten that many belts this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming in. Yes.
But technically, is the cost of your 3D printing supplies for the cosplays, because it's Toku related, that counts?
I think it's going to be mostly...
Kind of like we counted the Power Ranger comics.
Wait, no, the comics count. Does Radiant Black count? That's Toku adjacent?
I mean, if people want me to include everything for my FI's SIC cosplay that took me forever to put together, I'll include it, but I'm not trying to include it in there. Because thinking about
keep it as a separate number just to like be like, hey, this is what the Toku cosplay, because it counts as a Toku cosplay. It was purchased, stuff purchased. Like, I'm just saying.
To show it off, I'll just get one of those like rotating standees that I can just get in the suit in and then just be like rotating around on the green screen.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, the SMP stuff alone that I've gotten for Super Sentai has been
crazy,
atrocious. Like, that's why I pre-ordered like the Magi King one, which I still have to put together, and Saint Kaiser and Youre Kaiser and the Clear King Brachion, because I'm like, I'm not buying these after the fact just because of the reseller, pricing, because just those two alone was half the price of a Switch. More than half. And Daimugen was like, actually, if you combine Daimugen with Wand Tiger and Daireno for pricing, it was a Switch too. So that alone, I'm just like, damn. And then Magi King.
I'm glad I'm not into the SMP line. So
they're nice. I forgot the other one. Like, so there was it Dai Shogun? That was a Shogun. That was one that they turned into the Shogun Megazord, right? The Muteki Shogun. I have the Muteki Shogun.
They mix them around.
Yeah, and then I believe the Dai Shogun was the other one that became the movie Megazord. With like the wolf and the frog.
I can't remember. I think it's because they mix them up. It's like, and they sound so familiar. It's like Muteki Shogun, and then
Muteki Shogun is the Shogun Megazord.
Yeah, okay. But there was also another one. Was it Dai Shogun?
I never watched Kaku Ranger, so I couldn't tell you.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking up. Yeah, it's the Dai Shogun that came with the Suba Sumaru, which was like the Falcon Megazord. So it's like those ones. I didn't realize it because I bought it and I never put it together. It's been in my tote forever. I got the freaking I already forgot the name of it. The Dai Shogun one. At a random place called Tokyo Central. They had a random little setup with like toys and stuff, and it was like, it showed them like, that's a Shogun Megazord. This shit's only like $45. I'm gonna get it. And then like I was digging through my stuff because I never opened it, and I was like, oh shit, I have the SMP. I was like, I didn't even know that. Like, oops, because it's like $200 now on eBay. But then I had to get the other one because I need it.
All right, I think we've covered all the bases then.
Yeah.
And it's now midnight, so I'm going to get to playing some more Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Nice. It's funny that we didn't even talk about Gavu episodes or anything. We didn't talk about any of them.
I mean, some of y'all, like, I know, Ash, you're behind on like a couple of things, obviously, so it's hard to discuss the weeklies when, some people are just behind on it. I'm caught up on the shows. I just have to, like,
not the last episode, the one before. Those two episodes kind of like bled into each other, like literally like a 2-episode dump.
Well, the thing is, for Gozyuger as well, they've also been following a 2-episode structure for some storylines, while others are literally just weeklies, but they're also pulling off by weeklies. Yes.
Yeah.
So it does vary. It does completely vary on there, but Gavu's still following the 2-episode arc for a lot of their plot points. So
Yeah, and I think if you get around to it, Mark, you'll probably catch up with Gavu pretty quick. Not Gavu.
I'm already caught up with Gavu.
Gozyuger, real quick.
Oh, Gozyuger.
hey,
Yeah, so
you guys are on the opposite ends on who's behind on what show. So
I have like time, so I think like tomorrow, and then like 'cause I have everything on my tablet, and I can actually access everything on my tablet on my phone. So it's one of the things where I'm like, well, I'm waiting in line for stuff and Comic-Con and traffic and things. I'm like, all right, let me watch an episode really quick. 'Cause like realistically, I'm only 5 episodes behind, so that's not much because the 22 is airing this weekend. So
yeah, and I forgot. Yeah, and so someone mentioned it in the chat that the next episode of Gavu is literally the movie tie-in episode.
Really?
So it's going to be one of those awkward ones where it's going to lead into the film, and then the following week the film's already happened.
Point happens.
We're going to be like, "Why they got new forms? What's going on? Where'd these forms come from?
It's like you have to.
Is alive again?
Like,
what's going on?"
Hopefully they do that.
Hopefully they don't.
Yeah, I liked how they handled the
I hope
Don
they do that
brothers,
thing
where
as
they were like, "Hey, do you
constant
want to be in a movie?" And they were like, "Sure." And then nothing came of that plot line.
Yep. Though they do address it like at one point in time in the show, where Haruka talks about the fact that she's voice acted before.
I might have missed that. It's been a while since I watched Don Brothers.
So, but yeah, that's going to be a very odd episode, or at least we'll see what comes of it. Maybe the elements that they showed in the preview are the only elements that actually tie into the movie, and then we actually get some proper stuff. But if it is literally just movie setup episode, it's going to be an odd ass episode.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard review.
Yeah. It's going to be a hard follow up the following week. So, the movie happened. We'll check that out in 6 months.
Or if it gets solved, because I mean, we still haven't gotten the other.
King Gozyuger versus Boom Boom still has not been properly
I
set.
checked every day. It has not, and I was like, "Damn."
I'm like, is it that bad?
Gabu has like 7, including this weekend, 7 episodes left, or 8 episodes. Because 40,
Yeah.
43 just dropped. So
I think when Gojuji, it's like 25 or 26. They'll do the finale. Probably. Hopefully they make it a fun finale, like what happened with like Don Brothers, where they do the clip show, or the fake finale clip show.
Well, I mean, even then with the episode count, do we know if we have a proper hard episode count for Gabo? Only because once again, the poster for Zeztz doesn't have a
Release
proper
date.
date.
I believe it was Glota's actress did an interview and they were talking about something, and she said 50 episodes. That's what someone said in one of my YouTube comments, because I was asking. I was like, I think we're like 6 or 7 episodes away, maybe 6. Worst case scenario, it's 50. Best case scenario, it's 50. Worst case scenario, it's like 48 to 49. They're like, no, it was confirmed. She did an interview and she said there was 50 episodes. I'm like, all right. I haven't seen the interview, so I'll just take your word for it.
Unless they have some weird like epilogue episode in there or something, or they decide to take a week break before they go from one show to the next, which, you know, like I said, it's like until we have a hard date on Zeztz, it's a little weird to put anything on there just because it's weird that it doesn't have a date. Yet if we know the episode count, it should properly line up the week after the other show ends. So, all right. Well, it is. We didn't make it to the 3-hour mark. Well, we started 30 minutes later than usual, but that's all right because we still got through everything that needed to get covered, even though not a lot has happened in the week since last week in terms of like this news drop. But it was also a dry spell leading up to the big drop of this shit. So
it was. There was like nothing. No toy wheel announcements. Nothing.
So. All right, what you got to plug, Mark?
I got the Udos for Gozyuger, so I'm going to be building those. I'm gonna possibly be streaming tomorrow a very fun game called Uma.
Oh, I know what you're
Musume
streaming. I want to
Pretty
get on that
Derby.
as well. I want to get on that
It's
as well.
free on
Bro,
Steam.
What's the game?
It's Uma Musume Pretty Derby. It's on Steam. It's free. You'll yeah. I wonder if I can direct link it to you from.
Hold on, I just it instantly popped up.
Yeah. Yep.
Stan's pushing this.
Waifu Fox Girls,
Horse girls.
Horse
And they're
Girls. Okay.
And they're based on real famous horses as well.
Yep. He's gonna go down the rabbit hole.
It is a gotcha game,
join-
just letting you know ahead.
Join us in the degen of
Yeah.
society.
I kind of want to stream this, but
I'm gonna stream it tomorrow. I already got the thumbnail made and everything. I made a thumbnail ahead of time with real editing, and I did a bit for the intro for the stream involving horse betting and me and a visor and yeah. But no, I got the Udos for Gozyuger. Somebody building those. I might stream those too because people have been saying, why don't you stream building these? And I'm like, because it's kind of boring. I just sit there and I swear a lot because of the stickers that are all over the place. But I've been doing a lot of Super Sentai YouTube shorts for my collection because I've been opening up and putting out and displaying a lot of my Sentai stuff. And been toy hunting other stuff that's not Toku. Like I finished my Goosebumps wave of stuff from Trick or Treat Studios, and I've got some other stuff lined up, some Massiverse stuff, not just the card game, but some comic stuff as well as because Comic-Con's coming up. So I'm going to be having a lot of Comic-Con content this week, whether it's shorts, full videos. If I can get good service in the convention center, I'm going to try and stream, but I am going to try and stream from the Godzilla thing they set up because it's offsite. It's Godzilla. I need to be near it and touch it and eventually get kicked out. And they'll probably get a restraining order on me. Toho doesn't like me when it comes to Godzilla because I'll just buy everything.
All right, I'm gonna download this game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Check it out. We'll just see. I'll just see.
Yeah. Welcome.
Zio comes back like a week or two later. Yeah, I just spent like $100 on like coins on this game.
No, if I do it on Steam and not my phone, then it makes it less accessible. Like I have to get on the computer to play it.
No, I'm the same with that with Duel Links as well. That's why I play Duel Links on my PC. No, yeah,
this is gonna be so bad. This is gonna be so bad for me. Like, there's over 20 of them. Apparently, there's an anime.
I remember a similar anime about.
That's what this is based off of. Like,
yeah.
Apparently,
the thing is,
an anime that's not the horse racing, but all the characters are from this anime and manga.
I end up falling out of gacha games hard. I don't fall into like the addiction scheme. If I have the addiction, it's like the first week, and then after that, like I stop caring. Like when Infinity Nikki came out, I would not stop playing that game for like a week, 2 weeks, and then I stopped caring about the game.
Me and Claudia used to joke about having a gacha debt like award ceremony in your Discord, and I was like, it would just be me and him because there's mortgages have been paid from us playing these games, and I'm like, I don't. Then this one I haven't even loaded. I have not played this yet. I downloaded it and I strictly was like, I'm not gonna play it yet until I get on stream.
I'll probably download it soon
because if I'm on stream, I'm less likely to buy stuff because I don't want like purchasing stuff to pop up on screen. So I'm like, yeah, I should be good.
I don't know if trying to equate this to My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, is gonna make me want to play this. If anything, it's makes me not want to play it.
This game is not wholesome at all, unless you drop the W.
Oh. All right, Ash, what you got to promote?
Let me have a look at my videos. So I've been kind of lacklustering because, you know, Power Rangers Prime is a monthly comic book series, and Boom Studios has been really slow at sending out press releases recently. I don't know if comic solicitations are meant to be out this weekend or if they are coming out this weekend. But I did a sort of review, gave my thoughts on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Force of Chaos, that book. I talked about the Flame Toys Dragon's Order review And then I'm also just doing usual stick, like talking about Sentai every week. Don't get the most views on them, but hey, it's fun talking about Gozyuger every week and stuff like that.
And
Yeah.
certain, never mind. We'll talk about that when
Yeah.
we're not live because I have some stuff
Oh,
to
yeah,
update you on.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
Cool. All right. Eventually, I'll get my Gozyuger video done. Like I said, portions of it are completed, but I've had to retweak some of the writing as opposed to just based off of some of the.
He's dropping a diss track on YouTubers.
Right? Yes. I need to know when you're going through the other people's videos and comments. Like, I need to see that. You got to give me a preview.
We'll just have to see how I decide to format it, because I'm just like, how do I want to go about this specifically? Is it gonna be the player haters ball or not? I don't know, but we'll see.
Put some water in Silky's mama's water dish.
But all right, that's it. We're out of here. Until next time, whenever that is. Hopefully next week, but if not, then some other time. Until then, bye.
Hey.
Bye.